like what your different strengths do. A lot of this is just gonna be really like chill art, like role playing. There's not a lot of rules. It's very rules light. So if you have any questions about something you can or can't do, you just ask. Hell yeah.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. So we're back live from our tiny little break for some more role playing. Just let you know,
I'm delirious.
I am shocked at my mental fortitude this time around. I remember by this time last year I was dead.
We were not speaking coherently.
We were not speaking coherently.
Oh god.
It was rough, especially that last 4 hours. that last.
I'm so glad that we were just
that
playing
last
video
game.
games.
Yes.
That last game where none of us knew how to play the game. But anyway, so this is my birthday stream. Make sure that you guys
Happy birthday!
contribute to our charity fundraiser for the AIDS life cycle that Victory Bell is participating in. That would be a wonderful, wonderful way to support the LGBTQIA plus community.
And anyone affected by AIDS and HIV.
That's true. That is true. I'm being narrow-minded on my birthday. So let's get it started. I am not the story guide for this session. That goes to Captain Sham. You can take it away.
Excellent. So, this we'll be running kids on bikes mechanics. And I think just me and Victory Bell and Brian have played that before. I don't know if you guys have played that before. It's a lot simpler than some of the other games that we play. So, I sent each of you a PDF of your sheet. Did you get all those downloaded?
It is.
Okay. In the upper right corner, that's what you're really going to be using for a lot of your actions. Just like say you want to suss something out or you want to see what's in the bookcase or whatever, you could roll a brains, and then whatever is like D10, D20, D6, whatever's in that box, that's the dice you'll use. We're going to use the dice tray right below the chat in the bottom right of Forge to be able to roll those instead of rolling from a sheet, because Forge didn't have a plugin for that. So it's going to be really simple. Couple of extra rules. When you're using your special ability or special equipment, you get to add a d6 to those rolls. So let's say Sarah's a videographer, so she wants to try to use her camera as like a perception check to see if there's any ghosts in the room before she goes in. She'd do a brains roll plus a d6 because she's using her camera. So whatever your special ability is in the notes section of your sheet, you'll get an additional d6 when trying to use those. Then I also sent strengths in your chat. You guys have some special abilities. It's in the chat. But if you have any questions about what you can or can't do, just let me know.
I have a question.
Sarah.
Where
Yes.
do I go to the Forge link for it?
Okay,
Am I
in the
just an
chat.
idiot?
What?
In the Bellgrave group.
Yeah, I think it might actually be called Hargrave on the Forge, if you can see the game. Otherwise, it's in the
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, no shade. In the chat, I made a Bellgrave group chat. Can you see the messages in there?
Yeah, in the Discord.
I'll send it again on the
Discord?
charitable streams, though. Just now.
Thank you.
Direct message. I was confused as well, but if you go up to your Discord and you click the people icon, like at the very top, it'll be the direct message.
Yeah, like the Discord icon.
Okay.
And then there'll be a Bellgrave group chat in the top, in the tippy top. Wait, I don't think you were in here. I don't think you're in here.
You're not in here. Did I not add you? I'm so sorry.
That's why I'm like, maybe.
How did I miss that?
Gotcha.
I'm not feeling too good about this campaign anymore, because this music is very scary.
Wait, I don't hear the music.
I'm not liking this. No, why did you turn it louder?
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Oh God, there's like stuff happening.
Okay. Yeah, why can't I
Talk.
get the
Talk amongst
music?
yourselves. Let me see if I can figure this out.
It's very quiet. It's supposed to be kind of ambient. I don't want it to blow anybody's ears out with some of the other effects.
So in Kids and Bikes, we had your bike gave you special attributes too. Do we get bikes? That could be a special attribute.
We aren't having bikes.
Oh no!
Well,
Just
we're not riding around.
We're the Scooby Gang, so
Yeah.
I need a
All right,
comforting blanket.
There we all. Victor also copied that Forge link in the charitable streams thread. Can you see either one of those? Can you access it?
I am here now. I'm here.
Excellent.
We can
Okay,
proceed.
great.
The videographer's here. All right, let's go.
Very
Oh,
cool,
you're the
very
videographer.
Videographer. Welcome to the game. Background is you're the cast and crew of TEC Network's most popular reality show, Spectral Haunt Investigation Team. And your job is to go to haunted sites and try to collect evidence of a haunting. So as you arrive on set today, it's just outside of the manor, like probably a 5-minute drive away. Everybody's kind of like getting set up. And a woman's gonna walk up to you, and she is the executive production assistant. She's like, all right, we're gonna get started today. But before we get started, the producers have asked that we reshoot the intro. So I'm gonna be coming to each one of you with the cameras, asking you some questions. And then each one of you is just gonna do your normal shtick. You tell us who you are, have you seen a ghost, yada yada, just adding some more effects before we head over to the manor itself. If you need anything, I'll get an intern to get it for you. But yeah, we'll just go around in a circle. I'll go to each one of you. We'll film the thingy. You get it? You get it. Okay. So I'm gonna start with Sarah, the videographer.
What's up?
All right. Introduce yourself and tell us why you wanted to start hunting ghosts.
Aaron Dupree. I'm the videographer. Personally, I don't believe in anything until I see anything and capture it with my camera. Yeah. Let's just see what we can find out.
So have you ever seen a ghost?
I have never seen a ghost that was real.
Oh, you're kind of throwing us under the bus here. We've been on TV for about 5 seasons. This is a running joke with your show, is that you guys hunt ghosts, but like all of the evidence that you pulled together is kind of questionable. It's like you've gotten like some voice recordings and some like EMP and all that other stuff, but like nothing conclusive. It's mostly just like sounds happening and everybody going, what was that? Anyway, so all right, thank you. We'll use this footage to introduce you for the intro for the show. All right, so next let's go to Victor. So state your name, what do you do for the team, and why did you join a ghost hunting group?
I'm Kevin. I am the tech expert, and I spent a lot of money on this equipment, and it's gotta be ghosts. I can't have faulty equipment, and that's the reason that it's going weird. I think it's ghosts. That's why I'm joining this team.
Have you ever seen a ghost before?
In my equipment. I mean, that's what's gotta explain it.
I like that. All right, so I'm gonna move to Salon next. All right, now state your name. What do you do for the team? What made you join a ghost hunting team, etc.?
my name is John Smith, and I'm here because any law-abiding American citizen believes for a damn fact ghosts ain't real. And they all boil down to ectoplasm. What ectoplasm is, don't ask me, because we've been on the show for 5 seasons, but You get it, kids.
And so I take it you've never actually seen a ghost before.
I've caught a lot of activity on, equipment made from like virgin bubblegum per se, but I've never actually seen an apparition of some kind.
Okay.
I'm
All
so
right, I'm gonna
mad
go.
because Casey's moving in the background, and I thought there was a ghost.
The lights just
Right.
came on.
This is
Are you getting this?
There's
Are you getting
layers.
this?
This is gonna be a very immersive experience.
I ain't never seen no ghost.
Just Casey in the background. Brian, let's do you next. All right, so state your name. What do you do for the team? Why did you join the team? Have you seen any ghosts?
Hi, I'm Cliff Lanahan, host of what was the show's name again?
Spectral Haunt Investigation Team.
Spectral Haunt Investigation Team. And I am into hunting ghosts because when I was just a young boy, I saw the ghost of my great-grandfather hanging from the fan that he used to hang himself from. And since then, I've been hunting ghosts, and it's in my lifeblood. And I've seen so many ghosts on my 5 seasons of this show. Are you done filming?
Yeah, cut.
Oh my god, I said so much bullshit there. I'm sorry. Oh my god,
Thanks, Cliff. You're always the best. Thank you.
Yep, going to hell. Yep.
All right, best for last. State your name. What do you do for the team? Have you ever seen a ghost?
What's up? What's up, everyone? Are we rolling? We're rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, we're rolling.
Action.
Okay, sorry, I have to towel the sweat off of my forehead. My name is Back Zaggins. Okay, I'm a 40-year-old. I'm a prior corporate PR consultant for a confidential S&P 500 company, and I just want to say that my whole life is dedicated to the truth, the capital T truth. Because one day when I was working with my past team, I was stretching my hammies and I saw Elvis, and he told me the capital T truth, and that's why I'm here today, and I'm gonna prove it to you, and I'm gonna prove it to America, and Mom, I'm gonna prove it to you too.
That was fantastic. That was wonderful. Thank you. Cut. We're done. That's a wrap. Okay. So we're all gonna get in the van, and we're gonna pull up to the manor where a representative from the real estate company that hired us is going to be there to give you guys a little bit of a tour. We're going to get some footage. Before we do, we got new shirts made. We got like a little uniform moment. And she passes out these t-shirts. They're black. And they say like Spectral Haunt Investigation Team right on the front. She's like, yeah, they glow in the dark. They're very fancy. And puts them on you. And then when you get in the van, it's dark in there. And you can see that only the first letter is glow in the dark, so all of your shirts just say shit on them.
How did this get past brand?
Hey, it's great. It's great for your brand. People will call you the shit. It's a new thing we're trying. It's that edgy marketing. The producers wanted it. It is what it is. Okay. All right. So we are going to start driving to the entrance. You guys round a corner in this van, and you see looming a little raised on a hill is a very dark, very old manor. It's all brick. Things are kind of falling apart a little bit. It's very old, but you get this eerie kind of foreboding feeling as you get closer. It's like late afternoon, but there's like kind of a mist rising at the edge of the woods circling the property. It's very overcast and it's chilly for a midsummer afternoon. So as we pull up, the PA gets out of the van. She's like, all right, well, I was told that there would be somebody here to take us into the house, so I guess we just gotta wait. I don't know. And as she says that, a woman opens the front door, and walks out. She's wearing a yellow raincoat. She seems to be like in her late 20s, early 30s. So she's gonna come out and greet you guys. I am so sorry if you have been waiting. Welcome. My name is Deborah Ganaville. I'm a representative from the Ganaville Real Estate Company. My family, it's a family-owned company. They sent me down here to give you guys a tour. And did they tell you about the bonus? The PA is gonna say, "Oh yeah, so yeah, we were hired under kind of strange circumstances here. We get a bonus if we can't prove that there's ghosts here. So, yeah, like let's try to make an entertaining episode, give the people what they want. But if we happen to leave without any kind of paranormal evidence of goings on, we get a little bit of a bonus. So that's the goal here, a little weird, a little bit of the opposite of what we normally do, but I trust you guys. We'll have an entertaining day, and if it makes it to air and there's no ghosts, we get a bonus. Yay! Yay, everybody. Okay. So Deborah's just like, okay, all right then, good energy. So why don't you guys come on in? I'll give you a little tour. I'll explain a little bit of the history of the house and some of the different stories that have happened. Really, it's just a really old house, things like that. On your way in, can you all do a brains check for me? It's going to be a DC 10.
A brain shot. So I'm gonna roll a D8.
That is terrible. That is
Oh,
my
no.
highest. That's my highest dice.
So the way that this works is that you guys got it.
Yeah.
You guys all know.
So, yes, this is like a moderately difficult check. Kohane passes.
Oh, wait, no.
So Kohan,
You get
I think you rolled 4 of the 10s.
Done something.
Oh, yeah. We want to do 1d10.
Oh, I did a 1d10.
Sorry, I did it like 4
Okay.
times. Thinking
Oh, no
that it
worries.
was doing.
That's fair. All right, so looks
Okay.
like everybody rolled, and then, okay. So, who's Digimental?
That's me.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, and then you do have a special skill for your brains, so you should be good. Everybody who failed, you get to have 1 adversity token. This was something in the rules I forgot to explain. Every time you fail a stat check, you get something called an adversity token. You can use these to help increase your rolls later or do anything special. It's kind of like how hero points work in Pathfinder. You're starting the game today with 3. So everybody gets 3 points, and then anybody who just failed that check gets to add 1. A good example of how this would work is if like I say something is a DC 7, but you rolled a 6, you could use an adversity token to add 1 to your roll, etc. So you can just ask me how different ways you can use that, but everybody who failed their check gets an adversity token.
A dumb question.
All right.
How do we keep track of how many?
If you just have like pen and paper and just want to like keep tally,
Yeah.
I trust you guys are keeping track and whatever.
I have a question, real quick. Did
Yes.
anybody get exterior shots, or do I have to go do that now?
No, we got all the B-roll. You're just here for the actual investigation portion because you're like cast/crow.
Make sure you
Got
get
it.
my guns. The ladies, they love the guns. It gets us viewers.
Excellent. All right, so we're gonna start the tour, and I'm just gonna follow behind and make any notes for any kind of post shots, etc. So let me change.
Kind of wild, right? They're just giving us easy money to like not prove, to not get any good footage.
Well, there's no
Oh, yeah,
footage
so,
to get because there ain't no such thing as ghost.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
gonna get some money, right? I mean, I just gotta make sure that my equipment's running just fine. And
Well, why don't we
No.
just not run anything then if we're trying to not capture any? Well, I guess we wouldn't.
well,
have
we still
shown
need a
it.
show. We can take those emotions.
Yeah.
You got any? You got a bump for me?
You brought the
Yeah.
fishing wire, right?
You want to bump? What do you mean fishing wire?
Gotta make a door close or something, you know what
Uh
I mean?
huh.
Yeah, take this.
I'm like on my I'm like rubbing Vaseline on my camera, like to do random smudges and.
Gotta get those
So,
orbs
Salon.
ready.
What's up?
You were the only one that got a success on that previous roll. You notice as you kind of walk in that like there are 4 scratches above the door. Not like claws, they're kind of spaced out. Almost like tallies or something. And it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4 above the door. You don't really know what to make of it, but you do see them and you process them as something that's kind of weird.
Okay.
All right, can everybody see the new map okay?
Was that
Alright,
part of the
so-
map? That sound?
No, that scared me too. That was a bike in my background.
Oh, okay.
I'm so excited for any like weird background things to happen. 'Cause it's just heading
I'm
to the
still
moon.
on edge. I hate this.
Alright. So I made you guys each little tokens just to kind of identify where you are on the map. So if you
Ooh, I
go to
wanna-
like the
I want to be just 3 little ghosts.
that's that's for the public relations expert. So if you go to the little person icon on the right above the chat and click that, you can see what icon belongs to you, and you guys can move it around the map freely. It's just to kind of identify where you are. And I'll be pinging
Oh.
around the map as Deborah as she takes you through. So
How
she's
do I know
gonna
which
start
one
this.
is me?
If you go to like the actors, like where you would normally find the character sheets.
It's blank for me.
Oh, it's blank for you?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
same.
Weird. Okay, well you're
Oh.
the computer.
I got it.
I figured.
Yeah, Brian, if there's anything on the back end that you can help out, because I'm not really sure
Uh-huh.
why that's not working. So yeah, Brian is the middle finger because he's the host and he's an antagonist. Victor, you're the computer. Salon is the book because he's research. PR, you're kind of the heart ghosts, and Sarah is the camera because she's the videographer. So you guys can kind of move these around as we walk through. So to start the tour, Deborah's going to say, this is Bellgrave Manor. It was built by Elias Bellgrave for his wife Elizabeth in 1881. Elias Bellgrave was a coal and railway tycoon, a lot of new money, late 1800s. At the time, this would have been a substantial sum to build, and he owns 200 acres here, as well as a large coal mining operation about 50 miles west of here. So that's kind of how things got started here. It was meant to be a family home. And a few years after it was built, Elias did pass away. However, he did not die on the property. He was inspecting one of the mines when it collapsed. So he did pass away really suddenly, about 50 miles from here. Some have said that they've seen his ghost in the house. Early on, neighbors used to say things like they heard howling coming from the house. In years since, they've claimed that they hear like a male groaning in the night, but like, I don't know how true that is because he didn't die here. So yeah, I'll take you over here through this door on the left, and we'll start in this room here.
Oh, did I scare anybody?
So if we move to the left here, like she just doesn't really know what to make of that. This is the parlor. This is where the family would have entertained people. they weren't really a very social family until about 10 years after the father's death, and their daughter Dana entered society. After that, they held a lot of parties, and this is one of the places that they would have enjoyed some of those parties. Um, Sometimes people have claimed to have heard like gramophone noises in the night, the sounds of revelry coming from this room. I've never experienced anything by myself. I mean, we've owned the property for about a year and I haven't heard anything, but that's just another one of those claims that people have made. And then we'll continue into the next room. This would have been the grand dining room, where they would have again had their family dinners, entertained guests, etc. And then
We'll be part of this. How are you
And,
getting
you know,
through?
there's a little door over here.
Oh, that's a door.
We're actually ghosts. That's the whole gimmick of.
That's the whole point. That's the twist. And then across the kitchen, across the way here, there's a kitchen. There's also kind of a hallway that runs along back. This would have been used by servants as we're entering into kind of the servant dwellings as well. So this main room across the hall with the checkerboard tile, this is the kitchen. This is where the housekeeper would have made different meals. The manor, although it's very expensive, had a very modest living. Very few servants and staff. And then she's gonna take you guys to this back door. There's kind of a center room here. This would have been used for storage, and it also has stairs down to the cellar, which we'll go down there in a minute. And then connecting to this room, there are two doors. The room on the left would have belonged to the groundskeeper, Casimir. Something to note is that Mrs. Elizabeth Bellgrave she had a big heart. She was a big philanthropist. And Casimir is a great example of this. He was a part of staff for her husband. He worked in the coal mines, and in his 40s, he had an accident at the coal mines, and came to her for a little bit of help. He hurt his back and his knee, but he was a hobby botanist. He loved gardening. So she hired him to be the groundskeeper, and he worked here until he was too old to work anymore. And she and the estate put him up in a nursing home to live out his final days in comfort. You know, very, very big philanthropist, this woman. That's why when we sell this, we're selling it to a company that's going to open up a charity, a convalescent home. So, you know, if you needed time to recover from a surgery or hospice or any kind of medical recovery, people could come here, but it's a charitable hospital. So if you couldn't afford that kind of comfort, or maybe your home was unsafe, you could come here and stay in the manor. And it's going to be called the Elizabeth Bellgrave Memorial Convalescent Home. So it's something that this charity wants. They kind of want to keep the spirit of the home and the original owners. This is kind of why they want you to find no ghosts here, because there's been a lot of rumors about the property over the years, and it'll help us sell. It'll help people feel comfortable investing in the property and donating to the charity if it's not creepy. You know what I mean? So this room would have been Casimir's. The room to the right would have belonged to the housekeeper. Let's take a break. Let's go to the cellar.
Oh, spooky.
Love the natural light.
Right? I was building this map and I'm like, I can't turn that off. It's so stupid. It's underground. Anyway. Yeah, so you'll see there's no good lighting down here. It's very old. This is original. As far as we can tell, the only changes made to the room since its construction was the bricking up of this area over here. This is where the old coal chute would have gone back in the day, to make it easier for coal deliveries to build fires. coal would be delivered to this side of the house and shoveled down a chute instead of carried into the house by the servants. This is something that was very commonplace for the time. We don't really have records of when this was done, but at some point, this area was bricked up and an additional coal chute was installed on the other side of the property. All right. There's really not much to see down here. Again, there have been accounts of groaning, maybe of like it could have been a dying animal that fell in the old coal chute. We don't really know. But this is an area that people have claimed there have been some kind of freaky activity. So we'll head back up to the first floor. And we'll go back the way we came. This is just a hallway on the other side here. You'll see the Casimir's room. He had his own exit to go out in and out of the grounds without having to cross through the house and get it dirty. It was a very considerate gesture on the original owner's part. So we're gonna come over here into the big entryway. This is the ballroom. This is where early on in the couple's marriage, they were a very social couple. They would have held all kinds of soirees here very frequently. After her husband's death, Elizabeth kind of withdrew from society a little bit, but after her daughter's coming out, parties resumed in full force in the house here, and they were enjoyed in this room here. From the back, this exits from the back and the side into two gardens on the property. That Casimir actually won a lot of awards for different flowers that he grew. He grew amazing roses, etc. And Elizabeth was very proud of the gardens on the property. All right, we can go upstairs. Let me take us up there. You'll see the upstairs. This was the living quarters for the family. It's a little bit of in a state of disrepair. Part of our real estate company is going to be restoring all of this to its former glory. Up here in the upper left corner, that's where Dana's room would have been. Oh, wait, no, that was the guest quarters. Sorry. Up in the left-hand corner is the guest quarters with the water closet and the bathroom. The bottom left-hand would have been the daughter Dana's quarters with an attached bathroom. And then her mother's study was across from that. And her mother's bedroom, the master suite, is in the bottom right-hand corner. You'll notice between the bathroom, Dana's bathroom, and the study, there is a set of spiral staircases that takes us up to the attic. I'll take you guys up there. There's really nothing to see, but I'll take you up there anyway. It's very dark. There's no lighting in here or anything. It's just kind of storage. Nothing really to see. Another thing to note, as far as happenings in the house, is that there's been a lot of accounts of water leaking from the second floor down to the first. This has been thoroughly investigated by the construction company. It seems to be coming from the bottom left of the map here, bottom left of the house, where Dana's room would have been. We considered maybe a plumbing leak, but after tearing it up, we haven't been able to find anything. But it's an old house. There could be pipes in the plans that we haven't found yet. Water damage from just age, things like that. So we're not really taking that one too seriously. I'll take you guys down to the first floor again. Other happenings is people claiming that there's like soot covering everything on the first floor. Banging, mirrors breaking, that howling from the cellar. Again, I haven't experienced any of this, but it's something people have been claiming. And that's really the rundown of the property. Do you guys have any questions about the property, the history, or anything like that? Well, perfect.
Oh, everything sounds straightforward and very positive for public relations. I'm sure this will be a great charity house.
Yes, we're looking forward to it. Thanks for taking our case. Well, I guess in that case, I will turn things over to the production assistant for you guys to do your thing. And I will be back in the morning. All right. Well, good luck with everything. And you see her just kind of walk around the corner towards the front door.
And so,
God, she was so boring.
so Digimento, what's your character's name again?
John Smith.
Yeah. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, John Smith. Can you do some research about like, what kind of weird stuff this Bellgrave guy, Tycoon, was into? Something she said something about withdrawing from society. I didn't want to ask her herself, but you know, we need to dig up some dirt.
Maybe there might be some clues in the house that can help us with that. That's so old that I doubt we'd have any actual clean research on that, mate.
Yeah, and as far as anything you've known from your research, I'm just going to give this to you, not make you roll, because it'd be really low anyway. Is that as far as the withdrawal from the society, from like different diaries, letters, things like that you found in your research, it seems to all just point to the fact that, with her husband's death, she kind of withdrew in mourning is kind of the general assumption of local society.
Wow.
We should have asked before she left. I don't know why she left so quickly. Why they plugged up that one coal chute and then made another coal chute. Did she say? Sorry, I'm a little loopy. No reason.
She did, and
Don't
I'll
need a
just
drug
give you that
test.
one. She did mention that they haven't been able to find plans on when that was done, and they're not really sure why.
So I think. Oh wait, we're trying not to find anything. So I think that's a huge part of the story. I think we could say, oh, this is tricky because we want to make an episode out of this, but we have to make it somewhat interesting. You think we can uncover that chute, say we think a body's in there, but then we look and then there is no body in there. Then we do some jump cuts before the commercial break. And be like, oh my gosh, is there a body in there? Oh, I guess there's no body. You know what I mean?
First-hand research sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna be scoping out the place with the video tech. Figuring out where the best place to put kind of what are they called? Kinetic cams?
Yeah, I got
Yes,
the infrareds with me.
Yeah, the production system's gonna pipe up and go, okay, so we're just gonna do this like a normal episode. We'll take this time here before dark. For tech, we really need you to set those sensors up. I know you got 4 temperature sensors, 4 motion sensors. You can put those anywhere like normal, and then we'll set up kind of an HQ, right here in the foyer. So wherever you want to put those, let me know. And then once you guys are all ready to go, we'll lock you in for the night, and then we'll come get you in the morning.
Well, no. Usually I'm outside in the van, just watching the camera. Oh.
You're funny. You hang out inside in the HQ, and you monitor on your monitors.
Oh.
Nice try, mister.
Yeah, don't be such a pussy. God. Man.
I kind of just jerk you off.
Whoa.
So, Victor, you've got 4 motion sensors and 4 temperature sensors. Do you have an idea where you'd like to place those?
Do we happen to have a production assistant still here?
Yeah.
Do we also have a fog machine?
Oh, well, I'm sure our effects department has one.
Yeah. She mentioned something about.
We can grab a fog machine.
it'll be good for suspense if we have some fog. She mentioned something about happening leaks in the hallways from the second floor down here. So we'll add to it.
Fantastic. Yeah, I need an intern to bring me a fog machine from the effects van, please. Immediately. Thank you. We'll have that over. Where do you want to put that?
Probably in that hallway next to the kitchen.
Hallway next to the kitchen. So I'm just gonna like make little X's where we're putting things. If it'll let me. Oh, that's what I want. Draw freehand. All right, so I'm gonna put an F here for fog. Well, that's a P. Anyway, you know that's where the fog machine is.
PHOG.
PHOG. Okay. Then you still have 4 motion to sensors and 4 temperature sensors.
I'll probably split it even on both sides. So 2 down here, 2 of each down here, 2 of each upstairs. I'm not doing attic and cellar. So probably temperature in the kitchen,
Okay.
motion in the parlor, and this is the grand space, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do temperature. And I guess what is this area again?
That's a study.
His study?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. So then I'll do it in his. Emotion.
Okay, and you want it to emotion? Okay.
I'll have a motion up in what's her name's the daughter's living quarters.
Okay, I'll take us up there so we can see. Okay, so you want a motion in the.
Yeah, y'all can tell me as well if y'all have any ideas of where y'all want to put them.
So where have you already put them?
So we have 2 motions and 2 temperatures for the second floor. Where would you like them?
And this was his study?
This is her, the daughter's room.
This is the daughter's bedroom, is in the bottom left.
I think we should put one in
the master.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 more motion and then 2 temperatures. I guess. Where was the groundskeeper?
He's on the first floor in the back corner.
Okay. We'll do a temperature here in their like main area.
Okay.
And 1 in the guest.
1 in the guest. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'll take us back down to the first floor. Okay. And then where would you guys like set up like your computer monitors, kind of your like HQ?
Probably in the dining room? Right?
I kind of like the space with the giant stairs. That would give us quick access to a lot of stuff.
Okay. Out in the open? Then I'll probably put the temperature in the dining room then. This one right here.
Okay. Tempe in the dining room. Just gonna put an X on that just so I remember. Okay. All right, and then let me write this down. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to do to prepare before you start filming?
interviews.
Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention too. If you guys want to do like on reality TV shows where they have like a confessional. If anything happens, you guys are like confessional. You can go back into the HQ and like talk about stuff.
Okay. I would have done a confessional about our host and his erratic behavior.
Yeah, do you want to do a confessional
When he
now?
called me out.
Yeah, do a confessional. Do it.
I don't just. What's your name again?
Cliff Blanahan.
So tired of that like asshole Cliff and his like coked up behavior. I mean, he acts like he doesn't think we all know, but I mean, clearly, like, he's on something. And I mean, that's where all his hallucinations of ghosts come from. I don't know how he keeps his job.
You know I'm in the same room as you say this. I'm in the same
I'm in a
room.
confessional.
What? Yeah, where are they filming these confessionals though?
It's in a separate room, like in Big Brother.
No, let's say it's in a closet.
Okay.
There's like a little curtain divider. That's it.
Like a small curtain. All right. But to like prepare, I guess we've been working with each other for 5 seasons now, so we pretty much got it. Like, I guess I would just go outside and smoke a cigarette
Before they close the doors. Yeah. What were we doing in here?
No, I was gonna do it like outside in this little garden area.
Yeah.
And just smoke a cigarette. A cigarette. So
Right,
like
well-
right here.
All right, the sensors have been put down. We tested everything, seems to be working. Videographer, is there any tests that you need us to do with your video equipment, or any checks you need to make before we start filming?
Nah, I'm cool.
Cool,
I don't
you
really
checked
do
everything.
much till we're in the dark area, so it's all good.
Excellent. All right, well, as soon as the host is done smoking his cigarette, are you good? You did good, Cliff? Do you need anything? You need a water, sparkling water?
Yeah, I'll
Fiji
take a water. I'll take a Fiji water. I don't drink anything else. You should know this by now. I mean,
Get you a Fiji. All right. If everything is good, I will go. I will lock you in, and I will be back in the morning to come pick you up. All right. Happy episode, season 5, you guys. I got a good feeling about this one. She leaves. You hear all the doors lock. You hear interns milling around, putting chains and locks on all of the exits leading out of the
so
building,
over the
and
top.
you guys are stuck in. It's all very dramatic. You know in your heads how this looks on screen. It's like very intense music, like before and after the commercial break. It's very tense as you guys get locked in. Okay. All right, well, without further ado, you guys kind of wait it out until night, because that's when you get the best footage.
Ooh, we got nighttime now. We got ooh, the production values.
Oh yeah. Can we bring some lighting in here?
Well, the doors are locked.
in the HK?
No.
It's the whole point of having the night vision cameras.
All right, where do you guys want to start?
I'll be at my monitors in the headquarters watching the cameras.
Well, you do have a monitor receiver that's mobile that you can carry around too.
Ah. Well, I'm checking out my equipment though, making sure everything's okay.
I'm following you, Cliff.
Oh, I guess we want to film like the intro. Were we supposed to use her? How are we doing it this season? Am I doing the intro, or did we decide against that after like last season? We're just using her.
Using
PR.
who?
Using the tour lady. Using the tour lady. We're gonna use her, and then I'm like, wow, So let's get some sound effects of me going, wow, interesting. Ooh, what happened there? Just use that against her tour? Or do you want me to go over it again? Who's the director? Who's our producer? Which one of you?
So, as far as general direction while you're shooting, that's kind of the host, because you're like kind of leading everybody. You're kind of the personality. So you probably have a big enough head about things that you want things to go your way.
Oh, I'm in charge? Okay. Well, alright, so follow me. Okay, well, so we're gonna put her description on it. And so you guys just shoot me. We're gonna go into each room and we're gonna shoot like, I guess, C-roll of me going, oh, and then we can clip it together with her like tour. You guys were filming her, right?
Yeah, totally.
Right. So let's go into this room over here.
Okay, lead the way.
It's dark in here. Ow! Ow, I just stubbed my toe.
It's a piano.
What is this? Is this a piano? Was this here before?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Was it?
Yeah. Wait. No.
Was it? Here, let me get my cell phone out.
Wasn't anything in this room before.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want to look dumb.
What did I have in here? Motion detector or temperature?
Sorry, was muted. My tacos are done, so I'm trying to eat.
Tacos.
I think this was motion.
Okay.
Yeah, that was motion. Brian, feel free to troll me as much as you want for eating, because I really ripped you a new one last time you were eating on an episode.
I don't remember. You know I don't remember things.
You were like crunching right in the microphone.
I was? I get pissed when other people do it. That's really
There was another time we were playing Pathfinder recently, and a giant like half pizza thing like became part of the
that's a prop though.
Feel free to troll if you wish, but
No,
yeah, the parlor was a motion sensor.
So I assume that we have like kind of like communication devices or walkie-talkies, and so I'm seeing them as they enter, their motion on the camera, and I'm like, hey, I'm seeing y'all in the parlor. It doesn't look right. What happened?
There's furniture in here. Did the fucking interns put furniture in here?
No, we would have seen them, right? Right? They couldn't put furniture in here that quickly.
I'm still on the walkie, but I kind of mumble, and I without knowing, and I'm like, would he have seen that?
What was that? What was that, huh?
I
can't fucking hear him. Can
We
you
have
fucking
signs
hear
of
him?
activity. Maybe we should take an EVP.
Okay, where's that dude?
I got the EVP, yeah. I'm on the way.
What do you mean you're on the way? You're in like the next room.
So PR has an EVP recorder to detect like paranormal voices, and then tech, I believe you have an EMP. Is that tech or research?
How do we know what we have? Oh, it's right here.
It's in the notes on your character.
I should have.
I have the
down.
EMS.
Okay.
I can antagonize.
Okay.
Alright.
So
I just had to Google a bunch of like ghost hunting equipment, so I knew what they did, and now I realize I didn't need to.
I had it for you, baby.
So, like, talk
Alright.
us through this. Like, what are they doing? You know the drill. We can't just always keep on using B-roll of when you were fucking high. Jesus.
Hey. I'm sober. Anyway. Okay, are you filming?
Of course.
Whoa! What? This wasn't here before. Before, there wasn't any furniture in here, and it's really run down, but like, let me get my phone light. Well, there's a piano there, and there's is that a couch? With a giant piece of rolled up paper on it? On the couch? Let me unfurl this. I can't see though, because it's dark. Did someone got a light?
Have the cameraman turn to you.
Which one of you is the...
We could take it back to HQ and look at it in real light. If we try to do anything right now, my film's gonna go white because it's infrared.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go. Let's go back. Let's go to HQ.
So you're gonna grab this?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. Yes, I'm gonna grab that.
Cool.
Hey, I found this giant roll of paper.
So you're gonna unroll the piece of paper and look at it, right?
Mm-hmm. In front of the camera
Okay.
and be like, look at what I found within the parlor on the first floor. I wonder what mysteries this will uncover for our investigation here in this mansion.
I hope it's the blueprints.
It's the blueprints of the house. You unroll it. You see, it's kind of an old, weathered portrait of a very handsome young man. There's no name on it. It just has a year, 1904. Very handsome man, dapper, wealthy, but young. Kind of like a white suit. Yeah.
And so this mansion was built in the 1800s, like, was it late 1800s or early 1800s?
Late 1800s.
Okay. And by that time, the owner of the house, Mr. Bellgrave, was, like, in his 40s?
Yes.
So this would not be him. Because it's dated 1904, but he would have been older. Because he was already, like, a successful... So who would this young man be? Questions abound in this house that only lead to more questions with little answers. Did you get that? That was good. That was good. That was gold.
Salon, do you want to roll to see if you've recognized this young man from your research?
Yes, and I'm rolling what's on my sheet for brains, right?
Yeah, let's roll a brains. We'll make it like a 7.
D7. Wait, 7.
Oh, just roll and we'll see if you hit a 7.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No problem.
Fuck.
Let's see. Oh wait, actually, you actually get an automatic success because it was easy.
Plus 3.
I forgot about your skeptical check.
Yes.
So you do recognize him as John Scott, I believe his name is. Let me double check. No, Danny Scott. My bad. So in all of your research, you do recognize him as Danny Scott from a newspaper article that you read announcing the engagement of the daughter, Dana Bellgrave, to Danny Scott, who at the time was the son of a wealthy senator.
Great Scott, this can't possibly be the same person. This, according to my research, this is the man that married the people's daughter of this house, Miss Bella Hargrave. Hargrave?
Bellgrave.
Dana.
Dana Bellgrave.
Dana.
I wonder why the tour didn't include him.
Yeah, so there's
on the grand tour.
They didn't get married, did they?
all you saw was an engagement announcement.
Oh, so he.
Whatever happened to Dana Bellgrave and her paramour, Danny Scott? What mystery lies between there? A lover's quarrel? Or something darker, hidden somewhere in this mansion, possibly the coal chute? We explore onward.
And then Salon, you also remember this kind of rings a bell for you. That kind of a big scandal of the day back then is when Dana, a great beauty of her time, was finally announced that she was engaged to Danny. That was a really big deal, and a scandal happened because about a month before they were supposed to get married, the young couple eloped and were never seen again. They kind of ran away together. So it's assumed that they were running away together to get away from their parents' influence. They were very powerful people of their time, very wealthy. And that's just kind of assumed as for the reason, but no one really knows why they ran to get away together. It's just assumed that they went out west.
John Smith relays this information to the rest of the group.
Whoa. Seems like this couple had a Romeo and Juliet type romance.
I wonder though, those coal mines did have to lead somewhere, and if they wanted to elope without anyone telling them, without telling anyone, then could they have taken those tunnels? It's a possibility. But that doesn't explain anything that's been going on.
Yeah, where did all that furniture come from?
IKEA.
Oh, okay. Rooms to go.
Rooms to go. There's no chance that this is a prank, is it? Like, there's not like a secret door in that room that goes to like this the cellar. But then again, we didn't see anything like furniture when we were down in the cellar, so I guess not.
Mm-hmm. But we did see natural light in there.
Fuck you.
Oh no, I'm just being shady. Let's go onward, deeper into the mansion to uncover more mysteries that the Bellgraves strive. Cut. Let's do it from the top. Let's excuse me. And then I walk away and do another bump. And then I come back like, let's dig a little deeper into the Bellgrave Manor to uncover more mysteries that the Bellgrave family died to maintain hidden. We'll do ADR later, it's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we'll get it in post. We'll get that in post.
Want some stir fry? Are we going to?
Yes. Okay, so let's go into the next room. Did we film all the furniture in this room?
Yeah, I got it all.
Okay, let me look a little bit. What are these two things right here? Is this an urn? Can I get light?
They look like cups.
Or is this just a cup?
Yeah.
And like a samovar? Okay, I thought it was like an urn. Okay.
Like a little.
There's a book here.
Like crime. Oh, what's this? Another book. Oh. And then I bring it back to HQ.
That book is very weathered. It's really sooty. You can't really tell what it was at one point.
Where did that soot come from?
Where did that soot come from? It must be the spirits of the dead coal miners. But usually, spirits haunt where they've died and perished. How would these ghosts travel so far to the manor? More questions.
Can I use my EM? Well, I guess first question is there any part of this book that's like legible from the inside? I know the outside's probably like gone.
No, this book from the 1800s is just destroyed.
Can I use my EMF on it?
Sure.
What do I roll for that?
Roll a brains. And let's do DC 12.
Can I also antagonize?
Oh my god. So you got a 12, and then it was a difficult check, so you got +3. So you pass. So you kind of pass it around the book, and it does kind of crackle, and you get a low reading. So there's something paranormal about something this has come into contact with, but it's very like trace amounts of EMF.
Oh, look at the baby.
So much for that. Oh my god, gays with baby.
Gay with baby. And some really good looking fried rice too. Damn. He's serving the channel everything we want. Come on. Okay, well, I want to antagonize these ghosts. If we have found some like a little bit of reading, like a signature off of them, and be like, wow, this is a dumb book, and I hate books, so that's saying a lot. Come out, wherever you are, ghosts, if that's what you are.
So what kind of reaction are you trying to get from that?
Like any, I'm not.
Yeah, we're looking through our like electronics to see if there's like any kind of deviation, I guess.
What
All
ghosts?
We can put our cameras on.
What ghosts don't realize is that they're dead for a reason, and they must bow down to the living, and they've
So are
got
you trying to-
nothing on us.
You're trying to piss them off?
Yeah, I'm being antagonistic. I can attract or
Okay.
repel spirits by antagonizing them.
So that'll be, we're going to do a DC 10 on that. And because you're trying to antagonize the ghost directly, that's also add a D6 to that.
Okay.
So do your D4 and a D6.
A D4 for fight?
Yeah.
Wait, what stat am I using?
Fight.
Oh. And then a D6. I got a 6. And what
so
DC was
you
it?
fail
Oh.
10.
Oh.
But you do get an adversity token.
Yeah. I got a 5 now.
All right. So, you don't hear anything on your end. If anybody with any kind of specialized equipment wants to see if there's anything beyond surface level that might have gotten a reaction, you can try to use your equipment.
And what item
I
is it?
will.
Can I like just pan around and see if anything is seen?
Yes.
Alright. And so as she pans away from me, I'm gonna turn on the fog machine though. Since we didn't get any good footage from that. At least there will be that coming on.
Cool.
Fog machine. So you're trying to pan around to see if you catch any kind of trace of anything in that room. We're gonna do this is kind of a deeper level, not really surface level. So we'll keep it at a DC 10. So if you want to roll your brains and then add a D and then also roll a D6.
Wait a minute. So my brains is D12, so I would do a D10.
No,
no,
we're trying to
there's
we're
12.
trying to hit 10.
Aha!
So there we go. Alright, so 12. Great. So you pan through the room and you do see some cold spots. You don't see an apparition or anything, but you do see a couple of areas that are a little bit colder, and it's closer to the parlor and then like kind of in the hallway leading to the kitchen.
All right. So there's some coldness coming from where we were and towards the kitchen, everybody.
Let's
And
go
I
to
kind
the
of
kitchen.
just lean over to John Smith and say, "Don't worry about it. It's just a fog machine."
Yeah, the fog machine is
Oh my
causing
God,
the
it's just the
coldness.
fog.
Cooling it down.
Let me see if
Well-
this breaks the. We're gonna do a refresh. Fog.
Whoa.
Ooh,
That
we're
is
gonna
not
get
what
the
was supposed to happen with my
fog.
fog machine. Going everywhere.
Over time, it's leaking
Whoa.
everywhere.
Yeah, didn't you say that there was condensation supposed to, or wasn't there supposed to be leaks? People have noticed on the second floor.
Yeah, people have remarked on some water damage leaking down from the second floor. Kind of where the dining room is.
Do we dare go upstairs and check it out?
Well, we should probably finish downstairs first.
True, true.
Yeah, didn't we find cold spots in the kitchen?
Yeah, it's going this way. Do.
Now, we've seen our fair share of kitchens. We found some cold spots emanating from there. So maybe there's some ice cream or a darker reason.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold, yeah.
I'll take my my mobile device, and I'm gonna talk to PR little G and be like, hey, this shouldn't be happening with my fog machine. This is too much moisture. Moist.
Did the kitchen have shit in it? It didn't have shit in it.
There is
Like-
nothing here.
Like, there's prep tables and, like, plates and shit.
Let's look in
I'm
the
not seeing
ice
any
box.
plates.
Over here, there's, like,
I'm amazed that you can see all that furniture through the fog machine.
well, I'm seeing it through the infrared, so it's a little different.
Is it?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Do they have like an ice box or like a refrigerator in here? I'm gonna
Yeah,
check.
so Dungeon Alchemist did not have modern appliances, so we're gonna pretend that there is a refrigerator in this corner over here where this light is.
I'm gonna open it because I think I left a Fiji in here.
Can you check for a Tabletop for me while you're at it?
Yeah. No, everyone on the crew gets Dasani, but I get Fiji. It's in my rider. So,
You open the fridge. It's pretty much empty. There is a bottle of water in there, but it's that like generic gas station spring water.
who the fuck brought this? Whose water is this?
It's okay, man. We'll check the contract when we're back at the van.
You know, this show would be nothing. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Are you guys picking anything else up on your like machines?
Does anybody want to do a check?
I'll do another scan.
Do another scan.
I'll do one after.
The same?
And
The
I'll
D6
toggle through each of the cameras, even on the second floor too.
Okay. So like, let's start with your pan. So you got like this fog. You got kind of a smaller room. I'm gonna put the DC up to, let's call it a 12.
So do I still have to do the D6 and D12?
Yep. That's a success. So as you pan through, and your camera swings to the corner that the host was in, you do see a big cold spot there.
It's a fucking refrigerator. Yeah.
Well, is it open?
Yeah, I'm
Duh.
standing there.
Did the host leave the door open? Because he's
Oh,
been known to
absolutely.
do that.
Absolutely did.
Yeah.
This isn't Astro World, okay? You gotta keep
Victor,
the
was there some-
refrigerator closed. Can I do a check to check if the refrigerator is open or not?
Yeah, man, you can go over there and take a look. I won't make you roll for that one. Unless you're trying to fight him over it, then you can roll a fight. But
No, I don't want to compromise our test results. You know?
The door is cracked open. He just kind of like let it go and walked away.
So maybe we could check the temperature around the refrigerator and then like maybe follow with an EVP if there's nothing else suspicious. Or if there are signs, then we do an EVP.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go off the same roll just because you just rolled to scan. If you scan with your camera again, you see the same heat signature by the fridge. It's just a big cold spot.
Yeah. It's the same. Nothing changed.
Well, let's go in here. Let's go down in the cellar then. Because I swear, if we're gonna get any ghost thing, it's always the cellar. That's where we always shoot the big chase scenes, the big whoa scenes.
Yeah.
So let's just go down to the cellar, get it over with, and then we could sleep for the rest of the night.
They might have fed you
What was
water
that?
in the cellar.
Is that you?
Was that supposed? Was
Are
that
you okay? Did you fall down the fucking stairs?
As you guys left the kitchen to go down to the cellar, you hear a slamming door in the kitchen right behind you, where you just were.
Wait, that was part of Forge? I thought it was just someone like coming into someone's.
We were all muted,
Yeah,
so it had to be Forge.
I'm here to fuck with you guys.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. What was that? What was that? That's what my character said.
So that was coming from the kitchen right behind you. What do you do?
We follow. You gotta follow it.
So yeah.
So-
I'm gonna quickly at least toggle between the two cameras as well, in the dining room and the parlor as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like how
no new
I like
activity.
how it came out of this room and everybody just like left me in the kitchen.
I assumed everybody left the room. Anyway,
No, we're chasing after. I'm chasing after the sound. What was that? Quickly! Oh.
so you're all gonna run back into the kitchen?
Yeah, I want to see what this sound was.
All right. So as far as your sensors,
check the
you asked about
refrigerator.
the dining. You checked the dining room and the parlor. None of those sensors went off. Just FYI.
Okay.
So as you guys go back into the kitchen, things look very different than they did a moment ago. Every drawer has been pulled open. All of the cabinet doors are open. Everything is covered in black soot. And standing in the light of the open refrigerator is a man. He's tall. His face is obscured because it's covered in so much soot. What you can tell is that he's very gaunt, very thin. And you just hear him repeating to himself, "So hungry," while he stares into the empty fridge.
That's a man, Maury.
Everyone else seeing this fucking shit?
Yeah, who hired him?
He's good.
Well, you know these roadie crew. We don't really feed them. So I don't know how he got stuck in here, and they locked the doors.
Yeah, well,
What does
that's
he
all
look
show.
like? What does he look like in my vision? Like, is he cold or is he warm like a human?
Oh.
In your infrared, you see the same cold spot that was there before. It's just like really concentrated around him now. You see the silhouette of him, and it is very cold. While everything else is kind of shifting from like a red to a green and an orange where you guys are standing, he is like an icy white blue. He's very cold.
Okay, peeps. Who's got a fucking cell phone? Cause bitch, I'm out. Whatever this dude is, He's not alive.
Well, I
Like-
know he's.
He doesn't have a fucking heartbeat. Like, you have a heartbeat, I have a heartbeat. There's fucking heat. It has no heat. Bitch, I'm out. Like,
Okay, let me see. Let me see.
I don't believe
here,
that.
look. I'll pass it around. Look at that.
Can I put my EMF detector up towards him?
As soon as you power on your EMF detector, it goes bonkers. It's like lighting up, it's whizzing, it's beeping, it's like error off the charts.
First time I've seen it do that. Girls and days. I reckon our video.
And while you're all are
not
like
lying.
speculating, he's just standing there like doing the Kubrick stare, just like moving like this, just like staring at the fridge, staring
he's
at
good.
you.
Hey, buddy. Okay, we got the footage. Like, you can cut this out now. We got the footage. Hey, like, that's good. That's great. Where did they find you? Craigslist? Backstage?
And he's just like so hungry, and then he walks through the wall.
Okay, we're done. I'm done. You all saw that, right?
Yup.
They
Yup.
didn't cut. Okay, you know I've been chewing coke this whole night. You guys all saw that, right? It wasn't cut. Whoa. I gotta sit down. Oh.
Whoa. Anybody got a sandwich? This man is hungry. I thought one of you has tacos, right? Give the man some Funyuns.
See him? He just fades through the wall. No matter how skinny or like hungry they are, you can't just phase through walls. This isn't Ally McBeal. Like, no, this is something else. This is. Oh, I don't like that joke. Actually,
Do you ask him how
I took
long
that
it's
back.
been since he had a taco?
No, because he's a ghost. I don't know if they had tacos
Weird.
back then.
I'm sure Mexican people existed back then. Host.
Well, there goes our bonus.
God. Oh no. I was supposed to go 30 days without saying fucked up shit like that, and I'm already 2 in. This ghost got me crazy.
All right, so when he walked through the wall that was behind the fridge towards the direction of that little hallway between the kitchen and the quarters. So he's in that storage room.
Into the cellar.
I'll go.
If it's here, like, pan around and see if he's there. Why
Y'all
would
are
it make me
fucked
through the
up.
wall?
Yeah,
I have
you
cool
go
under
ahead.
pressure. That's one of my character
Mhm. That's one of your character strengths.
strengths.
Same thing. D12 and D6.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you just saw a ghost. You just saw the motion, so I would imagine that whatever evidence is very surface level, so it'll be a little bit lower DC than it was before. Oh, that is a failure though.
I don't see anything in here, guys. It's black. There's no heat to see. There's nothing.
Don't forget to tally down an adversity token for the failure.
All right. I'm gonna go and check on the door of where the the groundskeeper is no longer living, or he's no longer working there anymore. 'Cause he got sent.
Yeah, he's long dead. Everybody
Yeah.
that lived in this house is long dead.
Yeah, and he got sent to an old folks home. Well, I'm gonna just check in his room. Is it this one right here?
Over,
this one? Okay.
It's this one.
Maybe it was that old groundskeeper.
You think it was a groundskeeper?
I mean, they said that they were philanthropic and altruistic, took him in as a charity case, but who knows? Maybe they were just starving him and keeping him as a slave.
Wouldn't put it past white people.
So you're gonna search his room?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is that the plan?
I have a detection device. What does that detection device do?
That's a sensor for all of your things. It'll
Okay.
go off if something goes off.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go in.
But,
I'll kind of peek in there.
As you peek into his room, you don't see him in there. Is there anything else you want to look at while you're in there?
Then the device isn't checking on anything.
Yeah, you didn't put a sensor in his room.
Okay. Is this door open?
There is a door to the outside. It appears open in the image for some reason.
Yeah.
It is not open. It is locked.
Okay.
My bad.
Should we go to the basement then?
I'm not going down in that basement.
Why? You scared?
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm absolutely scared.
So
100%.
I do want to note,
Oh,
Brian,
he
if
was
you do
covered
want
in
to use your
soot.
ability, he was covered in soot.
Do
Brian,
we
one of
see
your
any soot?
abilities.
It's heroic.
One of your abilities is that you're heroic. So if you do want to choose not to be scared, you can spend adversity tokens to just not be afraid.
Okay.
That's up to you, though. If for flavor, if you'd rather be scared, stay scared. But I just wanted to throw that out there.
It's really hard because when we are actually in real life scared, like
I'm gonna do another bump, and that will be like my Popeye spinach. It goes like, oh, I'm pumped. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Do it.
Right, I'm
Come
gonna go down. All right, but you guys are gonna film this, right?
Totally.
You're gonna film me being heroic and stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Great television.
Yeah.
All right, is everybody gonna go down to the cellar, or is the group splitting up?
Oh God. You know it's fucked up when the story guide asks you that. Are you guys gonna split
I gotta
up?
follow the host.
You gotta follow the host. All right, is it everybody? Everybody's going?
oh yeah, I'm scared, so I'm not gonna split.
Okay.
I have attachment issues. I have to go.
And I'm not splitting up alone, so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody's going to the cellar. Let me get your tokens. All right, the host is already down there. PR, research. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's everybody. Okay, so you're down in the cellar. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, I definitely gotta do my pan around. So.
Okay,
No. Ah.
we'll continue to call that a 12.
Sorry, I hit it wrong thing.
I'm gonna
That's
try to
okay.
I'm gonna try to antagonize again.
Yeah, antagonist.
That is a failure. You got a 10, so note that. And then what are you gonna do to antagonize?
I'm gonna try. Okay, so with antagonizing, I can kind of charm them, right?
It depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to like attract them nicely, that would be a charm roll. If you're trying to like get a rise
your
out of them and make
boy.
them angry, that's more of a fight.
Okay, I'm trying to be nice now. I'm like, hey man, come back. I didn't mean anything I said. I mean, you're not that scary, and you know, we have food. We have food. We can get crafty here. I can order a pizza. I can order, what did they eat back then? Oatmeal. Goose.
So we think it's the groundskeeper, right?
Maybe.
Or maybe one of the
Maybe
miners.
we should lure him with some flowers or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's
they
smart
ate
thinking,
flowers
PR.
back then.
No,
No,
like
he's a botanist.
Oh, and
He
then
loves salad.
public
Well,
relations,
I'm-
ghost relations. Just as kind of a refresher on how your EVP recorder works. In these moments that he's attracting ghosts, you could also be doing rolls to see if you record any voice activity. So maybe it could be something that's not detectable to like the human normal vision and ear, but like, you know, Sarah, you could be looking at your camera, you could be checking for recordings, things like that.
What stat would I roll to do an EVP?
For this, let's call it a brains. And then your DC depends on if he was successful. So let's start with Brian. Let's do a charm roll
So I could roll
plus
20.
a D6. And we're gonna call it, since you saw him kind of going in here, the DC's a little low, we're gonna call it a DC 10.
20.
Bia. Okay, so that was successful. You don't see or hear anything, but you said you wanted to check your recorder. So that'll be a brains. He was successful, so yours is gonna be like a DC 5 to get a recording.
And can I ask, what's going on with this thingy? What is this?
What is what? Oh, that's the bricked in coal chute.
Bricked in. Yo, video. Go ahead and hand over there. What do you see?
I don't know. Let me check.
And I'll do some detection.
Same as always.
Your DC will be a little lower. It's gonna be a DC 6. So Lil G, you had a success. So as you're listening to the recording, you do hear something a little strange.
Oh, you got the sound effect again!
I'm leaving.
What did we hear on the EVP?
Some wailing and crying.
You hear a man crying. Yeah, you hear a man crying.
A grown man. Yeah, okay.
You're like a grown man crying.
Some of us cry sometimes. Like,
Oh no, what's that?
Is there any
I like a man who's in
indication-
touch with his emotions.
Is
Do
there
you hear
any,
that crunching?
is there any indication that the crying
Not-
man is the same man we saw earlier?
It's not crunching. It's like
a record.
nails.
But is it the
Scraping.
same? But is it the
Nails.
same?
Did you guys notice the nail marks when we walked in earlier?
Are there nail marks?
There's some off to the side. Doesn't quite look like an animal, but it definitely looks menacing, I guess is the word.
Ooh, shit. Ooh, I got chills.
So
Ooh.
evil.
Ooh. Okay. So,
So the
Salon's
recording, you didn't
Okay.
really like. You don't know that man, so you don't know if that's the same man or not. But you caught a man crying, and now you guys are hearing like a nail against brick sound coming
Yeah,
from that other side of the cellar where the cool.
Where we are? Does it sound like someone's kind of like motoring, and scraping bricks?
Yeah, is it like
The
industrial?
scraping is kind of coming from this area. over
Yeah.
here.
Okay, well we gotta open up the fireplace. But is it the same man who we saw earlier?
No,
Is it like the
we
same
don't
thing?
know.
We
You
don't
don't. You don't know. You'd have no way of knowing.
know.
Wait, I
how
love
we
the
got to
energy.
other room?
Yeah, do we like break this wall or is that a door?
Wait. The guys, contract.
It's
Contract.
entirely picked off.
Oh, our
Contract.
contract. Oh, who
Yeah,
cares
are we
about the
gonna-
contract?
The real estate, is the owner gonna be upset if we break through the wall?
Listen,
Again.
We can
If-
put it back up.
It's a
If-
brick wall. What?
and if we have an actual ghost, I mean, we are gonna get such good ratings.
Totally.
So it's not even
True,
be
okay.
it's not even gonna be a problem. We could actually get a ghost. I mean, I'll be famous for the right. I'll be legendary. I'll be the next David Blaine.
What are you gonna do, Bob? Like, what are you gonna play, Bob the Builder after this? You're gonna fix it, right?
We'll hire someone to fix it. You
Yeah.
With
you
all
don't
that
ask the
bonus money?
talent.
We're part of
Okay,
HGTV.
okay.
It's
You're-
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll
I
get the
trust you.
Property Brothers in here.
Yeah.
You know,
could
I
you
always thought I
imagine
was
the
the-
makeover they could do.
Is there
Extreme
so do we,
makeover.
like,
Creepy Haunted Mansion edition.
So it's not a door, so yeah, I guess how would we break it?
Sounds like a brains check to me if I ever heard one.
Who's got brains?
I've got brains, but I am rolling like shite.
Remember, you have
Yeah,
your
that's a
adversity. I'll roll brains
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, you can also add adversary.
Oh god.
Okay, who was the 7?
That was me.
Okay, you had a successful roll. Everybody else failed. You get an adversity token. You look around the room and you do see in the corner some old shovels. Maybe they were used for shoveling the coal. But just like some tools, like some hammers left by the construction guys, things like that. So there are some tools in one of the corners.
All right, talent. Let's see you do it. Come on.
Okay, I guess I do have good brawn.
And that'll be a brawn of 7.
Make sure you get the shot of his biceps while he does this, okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
make
got
me
it.
look
More
hot.
demographic.
Oh, you look hot.
Make me look hot.
Totally.
I think I got 11.
Yes. So as you're hitting these bricks, they're very old. Moisture's kind of gotten to the old mortar. Everything's a little aged, so it's pretty easy to knock through the brick.
I don't tell them.
And
that.
as you do, as the bricks come tumbling down, out from the old coal chute is some old coal just comes tumbling out. Few like really old like dead rats and a body.
How bad does it smell?
It doesn't, because it's been there for a very long time. And then as this body tumbles out, that man covered in soot appears next to it, and he looks straight at the host, and he does his wobble, and then he runs right at you.
Oh, I hit him with the shovel.
Well, he's a ghost, so it goes through him.
Oh no.
As he runs straight into you, and as his body would normally collide with yours, you see his final days. You see through his point of view that he's like walking through the side garden, and then a pain in the back of his head. And he wakes up in this dark place as the final brick is laid before him. He's been dumped unconscious into the coal chute and bricked up inside.
Oh, that's really fucking awful.
Left for dead, where he starved to death.
Well, it seems we know why. They wanted us to prove that there weren't any ghosts. Trying to cover some dark shit up.
And you also get the feeling of the man's identity.
Ooh.
It's the
And
guy. It's the guy.
you hear the name Elias.
Elias.
What?
The man who built the house.
Tycoon?
The tycoon who was thought to have died in a
In the
coal
mine.
mining collapse. So, some facts aren't lining up with some of the things you just experienced.
So, like, for the camera's sake, like, is Brian like doing like a little possession and he's just relaying out all of that information to the camera, or is that all just in his head and we know nothing right now?
To you,
Oh.
this happens in an instant. You have no idea what's happening. He doesn't look like he's changed, just collided with some kind of freaky thing, and then that is over. The thing is gone.
Wow.
But I'm gonna
Oh.
regale everything I just experienced to the group.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Man, you look like you've just
Ow.
seen a ghost.
I just look at you. I just look at you. I don't say anything to your character emoji. I just.
I look at the videographer. You got that right.
Oh,
You just
fuck
like stare deadpan in infrared.
Okay. So we're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. Wait, so do
Wait.
you explain to us, though?
Yeah,
I
oh
guess,
yeah, I
out of
explained it
confessional?
in deep detail.
Maybe there's like some shit going on where maybe his daughter and this dandy fellow, Danny.
Yeah, I mean, someone. Oh, who cares? There's ghosts. There's dead things walking amongst the living. Like who? Oh God.
This is our job now.
We gotta
Oh,
find out,
We-
like,
You gotta keep going.
Oh
how does
man.
the
I told you, it's not my equipment that's malfunctioning. The ghost.
I know it's a ghost. I just got possessed. What are you trying to tell me? I know it's a ghost.
Okay, man, come on. It's okay. We're gonna take a deep breath. You're gonna have a Fiji water. This is all gonna be over soon.
How about you, John Smith?
I grab my.
Believe him?
I don't really think we can leave, guys.
I'm like Bethany Frankel when she told
Listen.
You
Count
believe
Slue
now?
about Tom.
Okay, everybody.
That's for
calm the fuck down,
Ashley.
calm the fuck down. Okay, we need to, like, do the job and figure out how we can make this, like, the coolest fucking thing ever.
No.
This will put us on the map. Like, we
No, this
discovered.
is haunting rules.
But think
They're
about it,
haunting
5
this
years.
place. We gotta figure out why and
5
bring them at peace, or else they're gonna fucking mess us up.
5 seasons.
Yeah,
let's just
but-
figure it out.
And now one just walks right in front of us, begging for us to bring this to the surface.
I always knew it.
Yes,
I
and
always knew it would
think about the
happen.
publicity. Cliff, think about the publicity of all of this. Like, you
I-
discover all of this stuff. Like, think about it. Think about it. This will make
I'm thinking
you.
about my
This will
life.
Make you.
I just want to solve this and bring them peace, because I am not gonna get fucking 13 ghosts up in here and
I've al-
sliced by mirrors.
I've
That
always
was a
wanted to be
movie.
on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Totally. You'll be on the
Mm.
cover of every fucking thing.
Even Time.
Do we-
you think I'll be
Maybe.
Person of the Year?
Maybe.
Okay,
Do
I'm
we
in.
know how the house ended up in the hands of its current owners?
Research would probably know.
How he ended up, how the house ended up like this? Like,
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to do a brains roll to kind of like recall knowledge,
Yeah, let's do a brains roll.
that'd be a pretty easy one. I'd call it like a DC 6. You got a 4. Oh wait, but you got. I keep forgetting you have brains. So if you don't have a difficult roll, it's an automatic success.
Yes.
This house has kind of taken a rough journey. So it started in the hands of Elias and Elizabeth Bellgrave. And then after her death in the early 1920s, it was sold. Now, the man that her daughter was engaged to was the son of a wealthy senator. After they eloped, it kind of destroyed Elizabeth. So the senator's family actually took care of her and bought the estate to keep her in a comfortable living. So they kind of took care of her until her dying days. So they ended up owning the estate after her death, and they sold it a few years later. After the market crash in the early 30s, it was repossessed by the bank, which was then changed hands a couple of times since, but no one's really lived in the house for more than a year or so, and it usually takes them a long time to sell it between ownership. At this point in time, we're in the late 90s, so it's passed through hands a lot until eventually it was bought by a conglomerate kind of hedge fund group, which is which owns this Ganaville Real Estate Company. And the Ganaville Real Estate Company are the ones that are trying to make this into a charity situation. So it's passed through a lot of hands over the years. No deaths on site, other than Elizabeth Ganaville herself, or Elizabeth Bellgrave herself, have ever been recorded.
And how did
Until
she die
now.
again?
I'll give that one to you too. Elizabeth actually died at a very old age, peacefully in her sleep in her bed.
As far as we know, let's go to her room. Damn it!
Okay.
And let's check
Let's go.
Let's check the temperatures in her room.
Okay.
Get the fog machine, guys.
Let's turn off the fog machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fog
I'll switch
machine.
it up.
On the
I don't
floor.
want
We
to.
can.
It's
We can
really
turn
good
that
for
off
my
on our way
skin.
up.
Can we please leave it on?
Oh my god! You're not in front of the camera.
You
Roll
do
for
know it's dry,
skincare.
Okay.
God.
Okay. Well, I am actually going to turn it off and see if the fog is lifted.
Okay.
I can
trust
see
you.
clearly.
Yeah, you turn it off. It's gonna take a few minutes for the fog to lift, though.
Hopefully. Are we going to the
Just
second
turn it
floor?
off on your way up, and then when you come back down, it'll be gone. Yeah, you're on the second floor now.
So we can't
I can't see.
see nothing.
We need lights. And
Okay.
tokens.
Let me fix that. I think that's my fault. Second floor night.
Alright. Lil G, I really hate when you
That's my
unmute
fault.
because the audio background has like a static quality, which makes me think that Captain is going to play a scary clip. I'm just always on edge.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get a handle on audio and
No,
using, like,
it's
my-
perfect. You
perfect
actually
for the
sound like
situation.
you're
Yeah.
not
It's
with us. Like you're
perfect.
actually like in a walkie-talkie. It's funny.
Uh-huh.
Don't
Maybe if
terrorize
I put-
them.
Do you think if I put like a sock over this, it would make it a little better? Like,
No, I think it's more because like you're unmuting, and so we're getting your audio coming in, and so I'm just like, oh no, it's
Weird.
another clip.
okay.
No, it's not an issue though.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Okay, but for ambiance, it's working.
It's
It's
just,
good.
I love it.
We're on brand. It's
I
fine.
need to pop some propranolol.
Can you guys see the map now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, if you said you were curious about the wife's room, she
Yeah.
is over in this corner over here.
Mm-hmm. So we'll make our way. It's through here, I think. Or is that a door?
Here, let me open that for you.
I can't come in. Everybody. Oh, there we go.
Okay. I'll be looking through the cameras over here though at the same time.
All right.
Yeah, in the main area, you had a temperature gauge. Nothing about that has changed.
No code. Okay.
No cold.
What about the daughter's room?
The daughter's room is a motion. Nothing yet.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm scanning this room, and it's a 13.
13.
Nice.
That's a success. You don't see any cold spots. If you toggle to night vision, same thing. It's just a room.
But it's pretty. Like it's not destroyed like earlier.
Uh-huh. Let's check the bed and rummage through some stuff.
Could have ourselves a squatter.
You guys do that. I'll just film it.
All right, who wants to search first? And where are you
Yeah.
searching?
I'll search these drawers, I guess is what they are.
Drawers, let me see.
I'm also going to try to
Um,
antagonize as they do that.
Okay. Searching the drawers. Victor, you find an old ledger. It doesn't really have a lot of writing in it. It's kind of hard to tell what it is. And then the other thing you find is a Polish conversation book, like a Polish English to Polish.
Was was that groundskeeper or no Polish man?
He was a Polish immigrant.
Oh. In that conversation, is there any kind of like scribbles of like certain words that they noted?
Not really. No notes in the margins or anything like that.
Okay. I'm gonna try to pick up a few Polish phrases though. Like, are you there?
Yeah, just like study it, do your thing.
Uh-huh.
Who's next? Brian, I think you said you wanted to antagonize.
Yeah, I'm just like, Elizabeth. Hey, let's talk. We have questions. I think you have answers. Oh.
Are you trying to be an 8? Doesn't matter either way you fail.
Oh, but I do. Oh.
Lil G, what were you rolling for?
Rolling EVP. I was filming.
Little EVP
I
action?
was recording Brian having a heart-to-heart with that ghost that may or may not be in the room.
Okay. So he was talking to Elizabeth, just saying like, hey, we got a little question, that kind of thing.
Oh my god,
This is you, or this little G?
Wait, can I record him? Like, because the EVP is just a recorder.
Yeah,
Or do
like it's really just it's like a tape recorder with a really powerful microphone on it.
Mhm. But so I couldn't roll to do an EVP with somebody else asking questions.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
rolled
it's kind of like
for.
a team, like a tag team kind of thing. Okay, so he's trying to contact Elizabeth. He did fail, so he failed in his attraction. If he would have succeeded, that would have given you kind of a lower DC advantage situation. You did succeed in your role to collect EVP, but you didn't record anything.
Noted.
Just static.
Okay.
Who's next?
Let's check that bathroom.
Wow, what's this thing in the bottom left corner in front of my icon?
Bottom
A
left corner
shed?
of your icon.
Yeah,
There's
like
a
dressing table.
desk. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a desk.
vanity table.
I'll do a brains check, I guess, or roll.
Okay.
Just to see.
It's just a desk. You do find another ledger in there. But you're not really sure what it is. But it is something of note that you might want to just like put in your pack.
Cool.
That was technically a failure, so if you want to give yourself an adversity token just for tracking.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Or is there anything else we want to do in Mama Elizabeth's room?
I'll peek inside that bathroom.
Peek inside the bathroom? Okay. You go inside the bathroom, and what you do see is that there are 2 mirrors in the bathroom, and they're both broken.
Oh. Well, they did say that was a happening.
Yeah, they did say in the accounts that that's like happens pretty frequently. It's just mirrors will be broken.
That ghost might not be very vain.
Have we seen pictures of either the daughter or like the wife?
You haven't seen pictures yet, but Salam probably saw pictures in research on the property and things like that. So if you did find a picture, you know, he'd be able to tell you, you know, if that's them. But so far, no pictures that you've taken note of. There probably are pictures around the house. It's just you haven't noticed them yet.
All right, boss. The cameras don't detect anything in this room, so let's go ahead and go in there.
Let's go.
Okay, so you're going into the common area. That has temperature. You'll notice that the temperature on the gauge is rising a little bit as you guys enter the room. Nothing significant, nothing that would like alarm you to this presence of a spirit.
Like it's us. It's our.
Oh!
Yeah.
Huh?
We are the true.
Ugh.
You guys hear like a gramophone playing, and it's coming from downstairs.
Yeah, from the parlor.
From the parlor, and your motion detectors on your little handheld device starts going off like crazy. That there's some kind of it's tripping the motion sensor in the parlor.
The parlor.
Let's go! Let's go! Oh!
Downstairs,
Oh.
downstairs.
We're gonna run down there.
Woo.
Oh, it's the piano.
No. No.
Yeah. Oh, it's still foggy.
Hold on, I'm gonna clear that up. Let's get rid of that. Alright, the fog has cleared up. You guys have heard 2 creepy happenings happening in the parlor.
I can't get to it. Can't get to it.
Or the door's shut.
I can't get to it.
Sorry.
What? The doors are locked. Ah! Okay.
Scariest thing in this house is a locked door.
Getting left behind.
Where is there? This is.
Yeah, it's still going. Okay, that's what I was assuming. Right.
Yep.
Why can't
Alright,
I go
so
there?
I
don't know.
there you
I
go.
made my way there.
Alright, so the parlor's over here in this room where Victor's at. As you enter the parlor, there is a gramophone over in this corner, and you see a very dapper looking man dressed in a white suit standing over it.
Dapper man. Dapper Danny. Danny?
He hears you say his name and he turns around. It looks like the guy in the portrait that you found earlier.
Holy fuck.
And
Did you
he's
die
just
here?
like, he's like, well, company.
Oh, he's a.
He's a lot more like
sentient.
lucid
Yeah. Uh-huh.
than the other ghosts that you saw.
Did you
And he
die
just
here?
did I die here? I don't actually know.
Why don't you ask him? Can we talk to him?
Why are you here?
Yeah, he's answering. He's answering.
Yeah, he's
What?
answering. Yeah, you guys can
Yeah.
go ahead and have a conversation with this
Why
guy.
hasn't your spirit moved on? Isn't that what spirits do?
I don't really know a lot about being. I just seem to be stuck here.
Do you remember Dana?
Yeah. I remember Dana.
Is she
What
here?
do you remember about her?
We were really great friends. Practically grew up together.
And Mary.
Parents got us engaged. Didn't really make it down the aisle, though.
You eloped.
Well, it's the story and the consensus, but no, that never actually happened. Thank
What?
God. I'm not really a matrimonial kind of guy.
Do explain, sir.
Yeah.
I don't want to be married. Not really my thing. The whole kids,
And how did she take that?
responsibilities.
We
Very well,
get that,
actually.
But everybody assumes that you guys ran off together, so what the fuck happened? Pardon my
Well,
language.
Well, that was the convenient story anyway. As far as what really happened, everybody and everything. I don't actually know. All I know is that I get invited over here. Next thing I know, I can never leave. I can't have another drink. Years ago, the gramophone stopped working, so I couldn't even enjoy my music. There hasn't been a single party. It's been terrible.
You're hanging out with the really hungry guy, I guess.
Oh, Elias? Yeah, he's not really much for social interaction. He's kind of in a perpetual hungry loop.
Did you see us get a tour earlier?
Mm-mm. I kind of come in and out. Time isn't really a thing. I have no idea who you people are.
I want to show her the footage of the woman giving us a tour. Is this...
Know him? Yeah.
Do you know her?
Well, the cameras that took the footage of the tour were part of the outside crew, not the ghost hunting crew, so you don't actually have that footage.
Oh, they're editing it right now. Lame. Uh-huh.
That's like the B-roll
Miss
stuff.
Captain! I'm on to you! I know exactly. I know your number!
Is there any
I don't know what the hell
way?
you're talking about.
Is there any way any of us would have a pamphlet about the said tour to kind of maybe make them believe us?
I don't think he doesn't not believe you. I think he just
We
doesn't
have
care.
cell phones. You can just show. You want to show her?
Well, it's the 90s,
a
so that's
picture
why.
of what the lady looks like.
Well, it's.
Did you guys take a selfie with the lady?
I didn't take a selfie with the lady. Of course not. I didn't give a shit about her at the time.
We can find her. We can Google her.
You could
It's the
Google
90s,
her
isn't
family owns the company. It's like a family company. I don't know that she would have been in any press releases or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, there would be news stories about the property being sold and it becoming a hospital. So if you wanted to refresh him on current events and be like, yeah, we're here because of this, you could use that.
You're turning this into a hospital.
How boring.
Rest home.
Why?
Rest home.
Isn't that,
Well, it's not exactly a
his
party.
family's deal? They're very altruistic.
Find me a rich person who isn't absolutely selfish to the core.
That's deep.
Altruistic. That doesn't describe Elizabeth Bellgrave to me.
Well,
that
I mean,
woman did
dad.
not do anything unless that served her. That's just the way that she was.
What about your dad?
My dad? My
Yeah,
dad was a senator. Find
took
someone
over
more
this
self-serving
estate.
than a politician.
Yeah.
Oh, took over this estate. That's hilarious. If he took over this estate, it's because Mama Bellgrave had something on my dad.
Question. Do you know about the company that owns this mansion?
Not a clue.
What's the name of the company again?
The Ganaville Real Estate Co.
Do you know about the Ganaville Real Estate? Does the name Ganaville ring any bells to you?
Nope, never heard of him.
Are you brainy? Am I brainy enough to see if that's not a palindrome?
I know, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, what would that spell? Ganaville? Bellgrave? Wait, the Ganaville, what's the full company's name actually?
Ganaville Real Estate Corp.
Okay, I can't spell it. Okay.
So, Mr. Elias was whacked upside the head before he did his end. Do you remember how you got stuck in your little boopy-doop?
Who invited you here?
Mrs. Bellgrave. I
Yeah.
assumed it was wedding business. She invited me over for drinks. Next thing I know, I'm in this parlor and minding my own business, and suddenly I can't leave. And things just never change. And I kind of go in and I go out and I miss days at a time.
What was your
And I
last
just-
memory?
Just having a scotch with Mrs. Bellgrave.
What scotch were you having?
Oh, it was a single malt, very old, very expensive.
Wow.
A little bitter, but
Do you remember any of the tasting notes? Was it nutty or peaty?
again,
Are you trying to say it's arsenic?
For as old as it was a little bitter. I would have expected more of a caramely note. It would have gone down a little smoother, but it burned and it was a little
Yeah,
bitter.
probably burned. Yeah, it was probably burnt. It was probably frozen before. Can you describe what she looks like?
Who it looks like?
The lady.
Yeah,
We'll describe her to him.
Mrs.
and
Bellgrave.
see-
Oh, Mrs. Bellgrave. There's a picture of her hanging in the dining room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Let's look.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet. Wait. Are you
in the-
going to be here when we leave? Can you come with us?
Should we split up?
I don't know.
No, we're not splitting. No.
That way we can keep some of us can keep an eye on him, and the other of us can go check it out.
Okay. Maybe that is a good idea. I want to go check it out. Who wants to keep an eye on
follow him.
I'm a researcher, so I guess I like the idea of studying the ghost.
Wait, we were in that dining room though. Did we not know that there was a picture of Elizabeth
You might have just
Bellgrave
walked
before?
past it.
Literally every room we go into now has stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't anything in there.
Swear to God, if this.
Yeah,
is
so
the
do we
one who gave
recall
us
if
the
there was
tour.
one when we first went in there?
What?
Do we recall if there was a portrait?
When you first did your initial tour, all the rooms were very barren except for some busted old shit.
I'm going down to that dining room.
Okay, yeah.
Damn it, I'm going down. I don't care who's coming with me. I'm going down. I'm heroic. I'm heroic. I'm not scared.
It's like in the next room. Like it's not
Okay,
gonna be
well,
on the other side
walk
of the
over.
house.
Literally right in here.
It's literally in the next. Like
yeah.
there's not even a doorway. It's arches. Like you can see.
Oh, okay. Well, I walk into the other room. I thought we were upstairs for some reason. Oh no, I see the kitchen. Okay,
Still
I
brave
walk
of
over.
you.
Yeah,
So
to walk
brave.
to the next room. Thank you.
You gotta take the first step. Sometimes that's the hardest step to take.
Truly, that's what they said of the 12-step program. I'm like, I don't want to walk. Okay, what do I
So-
see in here?
When you walk into the dining room, you do see a portrait of a very stern-looking older woman.
Do I
She's
recognize
very
her?
No, she's older. She very just like battle axe looking woman. Like you wouldn't want to like cross her or like
Hmm.
be impolite in her presence kind of thing.
Can I put
Does
a
she look-
Snapchat photo filter on it to make her look younger?
Yassify her!
I mean, sure.
Well, yeah, she's hot.
And then we'll go
Looks like
show it
a-
to the ghost in the next room.
Yeah.
It's just like a
See if he
stern
recognizes it.
young woman is what you see. Just a
Yes.
It doesn't look like the lady in our tour
No, it doesn't look like the
No.
lady that gave it to us.
Damn. I was so hyped. I was just like, oh my god, that's gonna be the biggest twist, and that's why she lied to us. That would have been the biggest twist. It might still be the daughter who gave us
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
tour.
look like her. Anyway,
So you've missed a couple good things in the past century, though. You know.
oh, don't.
I know you like your gramophone, but have you? When you become lucid, do people ever play music and you've heard? You know.
I've heard some things. It's a little crass. I'm just here to have a good time.
Beyonce's here to have a good time.
Hmm.
A renaissance.
Anyway,
He's not that old, right?
yeah, he would have been in his 20s when he died, and it would have been like
the Gilded Age.
1910, 1911. So
Mhm.
like early ages of ragtime, pre-jazz.
Oh, he didn't even get to. He didn't even get the jazz.
He didn't even get to jam with the jazz.
Mm.
Yeah, he's just like I was always a disappointment to my parents because, well, a lot of scandal just kind of followed me everywhere. It was never really my
What
fault.
kind of scandals?
Whose fault was it?
I just like having a good time. Is that a crime? I'm a young man. I'm sowing my wild oats. The company I keep is nobody's business.
What kind of
And
company?
if I just,
You know, these days we're a
Women,
lot better. Are you know?
men,
Yeah.
cookers, dancers, singers, actresses, actors.
Yeah, we love the LGBTQIA+.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, wow. Not an ally.
So yeah, like I'm just here to have a good time. A wife did kind of like gum up the works. At least I thought it was going to, but actually she didn't even care about me. She was in love with somebody else. So like, you know, if I went and did my thing, she went and did her thing. We had a little bit of an arrangement. It sounded like as far as marriages go, it was the best case scenario. It just never happened.
Oh, what do you mean? What wife?
Dana.
Dana. Oh, so Dana. Who was Dana in love with?
I don't know.
You don't know? You
Nope.
don't have any idea?
Nope.
You don't have the faintest clue? Then how would you
I
know
say
she
that-
was in love?
Because she told me. She basically told me, like, look, you do your thing. It's not going to break my heart. I got my other thing going on.
What about that groundskeeper? So I mean, we're assuming we understand you're poisoned. He was a botanist. What did he grow? Where did he grow?
I was poisoned. Good one. What did he grow? I mean, he was the groundskeeper. He like took care of the flowers and he made the place look nice. That was just kind of his vibe.
Did he have any special plants around?
He won a lot of awards for his roses.
His oleanders, by any chance?
I don't have any clue what that is.
Oh, okay.
I don't get dirty. Do I look like a garden guy to you?
Oh, God. Okay.
A bit of a dandy.
I'm wearing a white suit.
One last question from me. Have you seen anybody else like you, other than Elias?
No.
Definitely something else is going on around here than just you two ghosts.
Yeah. That wouldn't be wrong. Look, I can feel myself starting to disappear. It's taking a lot of energy to just sit here and hang out with you people, and it's been riveting. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying if you want to get to the bottom of what's going on here and help
Gotta get
out
to the top.
those of us who are stuck, 4 lives were destroyed here. All by the same person. And I think all it takes is the truth. And then he just disappears.
Capital T truth.
Word.
So we're 2 out of 4.
Oh, no, 3 out of 4. Elvis. You just said capital
Oh.
T truth.
Well, Elvis isn't in the. Is he? Did you see him here?
I don't
Is
know.
he
You're
with
the one
us
that
now?
you mentioned his truth.
You just hear a recording. It's just like Viva.
We'll leave an Elvis record for Elias if we never figure out this mystery. We'll give him the gift of rock and roll.
So yeah, I guess 4 people and then 1 person's the
So Elias, Annie, and Groundskeeper are the people that we've or 3 of the 4 that we've already hammered out as like.
Wait, did we see the groundskeeper? When did we see the groundskeeper?
Well, we just keep bringing him up, so I figured that he was killed to cover
Probably,
up
yeah.
the murder.
So far. Well,
Probably.
let's,
That's my
Luigi
theory.
Let's Luigi mention this shit and find him, and if we find him, then maybe he's not the killer.
Where would another body be hidden?
The daughter's room. Remember?
Daughter's room.
Stuff.
Let's go to the daughter's
Quite
room.
sure.
Well, let's look for some leaks.
You do see, when you went into the dining room earlier, there was some water damage, kind of like what Deborah had described earlier.
So from that room, and above that is the daughter's room. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To the daughter's room.
To the daughter's room. So her room is over here.
to video, I'm just gonna be like, man, wouldn't it be fucked up if like none of this video gets captured?
Don't say that. Don't
Is there
say
a way
that.
we can check playback? Can we check our playback?
I can, yeah. I mean, so far I haven't had like any kind of thing. Can't bust into her room again.
So are you going to be the first one that opens the door?
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys open the door, you can't go in.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, so when you open the door, you
You're being
see that
stuck.
the room is full of water. Like
Oh.
floor to ceiling, full like you're underwater in like a pool or something.
But it's not coming out?
It's not coming out. It's like stuck behind the wall.
That's
And
cool.
the bed is like floating up. The covers are floating up. Papers that were in drawers are floating up. And you see some other things floating in the water, like pills and notes. And it's just like everything is just floating, suspended in this water.
It was a suicide.
Or just made to look like one.
Mm.
Because if you're gonna take pills, why would you even like try to drown yourself at that point? Because you would just take the pills to die.
Oh, isn't that kind of like a symbolism? No feeling of floating?
Maybe. But I think she was whoever was drugged and then put in the bathtub.
It's not that we can't go in. It's just that we're being kind of stopped in our tracks because of that water. Maybe we can go into it? I'm not
If you
swimming in
tried,
there,
yeah, if you tried to go in, it's really heavy and really dense. You can't really get into the room.
but... Oh, it's not like water. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about this
But
bathroom?
maybe we could poke something in to try to like grab one of the notes.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
like
my camera!
if you reached like an arm in, you could probably like force an arm in. It'd be like too dense and too heavy for your whole body.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna.
could probably get an arm in there if you want to just like snatch for something.
Yeah, I'm gonna snatch one. I want to snatch a wig, and then a note. One of the notes.
And a
Okay.
pill.
So
And a pill.
let's see.
But
Can
don't
you
take it.
roll?
No.
I'm sorry, that's just muscle memory. I'm just instantly.
You don't take drugs from strange ghosts, okay?
Can you roll a brawn
I
check
don't
for
know
me
about that.
to like force your arm into this gelatinous spiritual water
Sure.
macabre? DC 4.
Okay. I would totally take a pill from a ghost. DC 4. I got 7.
7. Okay, so you reach in and you snatch a note. And the note says, "My heart, it's done. You asked me to leave this place with you to start a new life away from my mother. I know I hesitated and I owe you an answer. Yes, I will leave with you. Now that I've decided, I can't wait another day. Meet me at midnight by the pond at the edge of the property. Forever your Cersei, Dana."
Mm.
Hey.
He's not there anymore. We don't know if he calls her Cersei.
Yeah.
Miss
Cersei.
What is
She's-
that?
Can you look that up in your Polish book? What the fuck does that mean? It sounds Polish.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you look it up in your Polish book,
Uh-huh.
it means my heart in Polish.
She's in love with the groundskeeper.
Crazier things have happened around here.
Damn. That was good, Sarah. That was good. We gotta put those flowers down for that.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get big ups for that. Wow. Well, let's go to the pond.
Well, you can't leave the mansion.
Oh, I thought we would. Can we look at the pond from like a vantage point?
Yeah, we
from
can't
where we're
leave
at?
to like the
If-
back.
If you were to
grounds.
go up into the attic, you could probably see it from one of those windows.
Oh, let's go. Well, I'm sure.
Why
it will-
not? Why not go to the attic?
Yeah, I'm sure. We'll...
Sure.
Nothing else could be in the attic. Like.
Away we go. Let's go.
Woo!
Growing up, I used to be so afraid of the attic in my
I still am.
antique
Is it because
house.
it's where your brother lived?
No, it's because where all the bats were.
True.
Whenever the bats would fly down to the rest of the house, everyone would scream, and we would have to run outside. And one time, like, my mom pushed us out of the way to get away from the bats.
Gotta love the messy mom. Gotta love
Messy
her.
mom, messy mom.
Well, this seems kind of almost the same, though. Just more cobwebs.
That's strange.
So
Wouldn't
the back? Is there a window over here?
Hey, ghosts? Are there any ghosts here?
Yeah, like it's hard to see because it's dark, but there's like windows all around the upstairs.
Okay.
Can I translate to and say, are you here, my whatever in Polish?
Seriously.
My Cersei?
Yeah, you can say something like that. And it could all be in Polish. You've got your book. You say that, but like nothing really happens.
What's up with this?
What's up with this?
What's with what?
What's that?
This
yeah, what
hole.
is that? This hole.
Oh, it's just a hole. Just like the place is falling apart.
Okay.
So since I'm looking out the window, can my camera see anything out the window?
Just a vast blackness. It's really far. If you were trying to like pick up anything out that far, it's just like blurry because everything's kind of the same temperature.
Oh, pixelated.
Mm-hmm.
Too far out, guys.
Oh, why would you do that? I don't have headphones on.
I bit my tongue.
You're fucked up for that. You were so fucked up for that.
I'm sorry you bit
know
your
I'm
tongue.
easily startled. Wait, you made Sarah bite her tongue?
I'm so sorry.
That's fucked up. You're fucked up.
You're a
That's a-
monster.
You're a monster.
Where did
That's
that happen?
So that came from below you.
From this hole?
Can we look through the
No,
hole?
from the floor below you.
From the hole.
Yeah, can we look through the hole to the floor below?
You just see like the top of the ceiling
Oh.
below. Like that's actually closed. It's just a hole in the floor. There's nothing special.
Okay.
Okay, let's run down
Yeah.
and be ready for another loud noise.
I know. Why do we have improv? Where do we still have those? What's it called?
Oh yeah, we should probably go to HQ to check that stuff out. We just kind of
Shovels.
set it and forget it.
No, I mean I had the
when you
mobile
guys
device
come
to like check
down,
it. Yeah.
yeah, before you guys came down the stairs, you heard that loud bang, and then Victor, your temperature sensor in that little common room there, like tanked. It got freezing. It got to be like 40 to 50
Just
degrees
this
in
room,
that
huh?
area in the common room. And you see before that wasn't there before, but the door has been slammed open
In
to
this room.
Elizabeth's study. Yep, over here. This is her private study.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to
Okay.
the private study.
Yeah. Tread carefully.
Let's see what she's studying.
I'll drag all of
You
them.
you see our breath? Oh my god. So cold.
Sniff it up.
This is not going well.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna go in
So-
here.
Let's see, salon. You see a book open that it's very conspicuous. Like you would have noticed that before if you had walked through. And it looks a lot like that ledger
Mm.
that you grabbed before. Can you do a brains check for me? It'd be like a DC 10. Here, where are you? Ooh, a 1. Okay, so you're at a 10, and then with your brains, that puts you... That does add a 3, so it's a 4. Does anybody want to assist, or do you want to use any adversity tokens?
I will assist.
Well, yeah, and I can use an adversity point. That's kind of my thing. Loyal, use an adversity token to help a friend and add 2 to their roll.
Yeah, so if you want to burn, let's see, that's 4, it was a 10. So he needs to get 5 more points. If you burned like 3 adversity tokens, that would just be a success for him.
Okay.
Salon, if you want to burn any tokens too, you can do that.
I have 1 token I can burn.
1 token. So, Victor, if you want to help, you would just have to burn 2 tokens.
I can give a token. Maybe we can all give a token.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Sharing
I'm
is
going to call
caring,
that
y'all.
a success then, and you guys can burn your tokens. So Salon, you notice that it's another ledger, and it looks really similar to the one that you picked up before. And you kind of put them side by side, and seeing them in this context, something clicks, and it starts to make sense. These are business ledgers, very old business ledgers, and you're able to track a pattern. One of these ledgers has been heavily altered in a way that doesn't make sense, and the other one might be the real numbers. But basically what you've been able to discern from looking at these two is that Elias's coal business was tanking. This was at the beginning of a time in this part of the country where miners were starting to unionize and protest, and coal wasn't very profitable. So it looks like in Elizabeth's study, she had hidden the real account ledgers that shows that things weren't going well. And for a woman that's so far been described as kind of self-serving, this would not be good. So at some point, things weren't going well financially.
I share this with the rest of the group.
Well, sounds like a motive if I ever heard one. Kill the hubby. I don't know why she killed the kids, but crazy.
Victor, your sensor, your temperature sensor in the kitchen just tanked.
Oh, we're getting action in the kitchen now. Again, could be Elias.
Let's go. I go to the kitchen. As we're running, she probably was trying to marry off her daughter to the senator to kind of like union bust. But when that didn't work, she like killed them in a rage. Because they were both in love with different people. You think? Maybe?
So, Brian,
yes.
I see you're in Casimir's room.
I didn't mean to, but sure.
Oh.
If that's going to lead me somewhere, then yeah.
Okay. You're in his room.
Okay.
Too late now. Cat's out of the bag. You feel one of the floorboards kind of like shifts, like it's really loose under your feet.
Oh, this is probably smack here. Okay, and then I uncover it.
You lift it up, and there's some notes. A lot of them are really damaged, but one of them is legible. And it says, "To my Circe, though it has not been long since we last met, my heart aches to hold you once again. I know it's impossible now, but I hope to one day find myself worthy of your hand. Until that day comes, I will continue to tend to the roses here with all of the care and devotion I would have for you and our children one day. You are my life, my everything, my Sertse. Forever yours, Casimir.
Oof.
Such a romantic.
Yeah, look for that got him though.
Hmm.
Nowhere. Okay. And we heard something in the kitchen, right? And that's why we went
Yeah.
down here.
Elias?
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth? Time to let your victims go.
Let's do it. Let's do an
You don't hear
EVP. Do we
anything.
sense that the
Yeah.
room is populated by a
Damn it.
spirit?
There are faint you don't even need to roll for that. There's faint traces, but it's not going bonkers like it was before when you were in the presence of an actual spirit.
Is the temperature still high or low?
It's lower in there. It's not as cold as it was though.
Okay. I think what we got was needed. It was the groundskeeper. Did we go
We know
into...
something about the grounds.
Okay, it looks like we did everything except for this room.
The parlor?
Okay,
The
true.
front
that's
room?
it.
No, we did the
No.
parlor.
This one right here.
That one?
What is that one?
This is the family den / study. So this is where Elias did a lot of his business, or the family would relax on the first floor. If you were to explore that room, you do see on the desk there is a portrait of Dana. Very beautiful young woman.
Does she
A
look like
little
our tour
thin,
guide?
but not really. She's kind of the picture of a Gibson girl. She's got her hair in this bouffant on her head. She's wearing like Victorian clothes or Edwardian clothes. No like makeup. Deborah had a lot of makeup on. But you can understand kind of why her mother really held out for her to get a suitor, because she was gorgeous. Even for someone of her time, she would have been a catch.
But that was all foiled when she fell in love with the groundskeeper.
So we just need hard proof to uncover this truth. Right?
Where did
To
it say
solve the mystery.
Yeah,
We just need like a little more evidence.
We need to know where the groundskeeper died, right?
Well, you know that. Yeah,
He
that
was
was
sent
explained
away?
earlier on your tour. He worked there until he was too old, and then the senator's family. He ended up in a nursing home and died there when he got too old. To work.
But
Does research know that for sure? Are there records of him?
No, he wouldn't know. He didn't find records leading up to that, but that was talked about on your tour.
We can't believe everything on that tour.
Okay,
A lot
so
of these
who's
things
the
were
fourth
false.
person then? If it's daddy, daughter, suitor, who's the fourth life that was ruined?
Senator?
They were never here.
Well, I mean, if we're just using the term loosely for ruined, I mean, the groundskeeper's life was ruined because he was never able to unite with his love. So it's the groundskeeper, Dana, Danny, and Elias. Those are the four. And they were all ruined by the mom, the mistress of the house, the madam of the house, because she wanted to secure her place in the upper echelons of society, but she couldn't do that because the coal mining industry was like collapsing in front of her. And I think that her marrying off her daughter to this senator's son and this like rich family would have like given her a nice little place to a second chance into
Nest
that.
egg. Yeah.
But since he refused to get married and she was in love with the groundskeeper, like she was like fed up and she didn't have any other options. So she killed them.
Yeah, but how are we gonna prove that?
I mean, do we need to prove it? I mean, they're all dead. It doesn't matter.
But if we don't prove it, then how are the spirits like gonna move on and shit?
Yeah.
They're obviously stuck here because.
Oh my god, why are you doing this to us?
Stop it!
I'm gonna run. We gotta run to the noise.
Yeah, where is that noise coming from?
Where's that
Open
noise
the
coming
front
from,
door.
Sam?
This is coming from the housekeeper's room, and it's like a jiggling of a handle.
The housekeeper.
Okay, let's go. The housekeeper.
There was a housekeeper?
The housekeeper.
Up in here? Next to the
forgot about
groundskeeper's
her.
room?
It's next to Casimir's room. It's the only room you guys have.
No one
going on in.
expects the housekeeper.
God, I'm gonna be pissed. I thought I was being so smart. Let's go. Let's go check out the housekeeper, then that's gonna blow this case wide open.
All right, I'm here. What the fuck?
So you walk into that room and you do see, lying on the bed is an envelope.
I open the envelope.
Read
Is it the woman who gave us a tour?
The letter says, "Dear Margaret, the days here have grown long and tedious. I continue with my daily duties as normal, but there are no more lavish parties. The lady doesn't leave. She is a slave to the young Mrs. Education. As I take care of the books here, since the lady dismissed her secretary, I know the money isn't what it once was. We used to have a full staff. Now it's only me and the new groundskeeper. I'll never know why the lady would allow such a man into her employ. He's dirty, he speaks little English, and is probably a criminal and a thief. He will find his pockets empty and quit here disappointed if that is the case. You know the lady, though, outward appearances and all that. She'd do better to hire a cook or a tutor for the young miss, but the grounds must look immaculate or the neighborhood will know the money is running out. Her efforts will pay off when the young miss marries well. She may not have a dowry, but she has the name and land to boot. Then again, if the missus keeps withholding her meals, the girl won't have enough meat on her bones to attract a man when the time comes. Mark my words, conditions here don't improve, I'm leaving. Hope you and the children are well. Mary."
Thank you, Mary. Boom.
So I'm right.
Speculative, but definitely some proof.
Did she kill her too?
I think she just left. My opinion has not changed, so... Is there any more noises?
So how are we gonna bring the spirits to rest?
We burned down the house. Oh!
I hate these clips.
Let's follow. Where's the crying? Who's crying? Baby
Where's
girl. I want to charm this person.
Just give it all
It's coming from... It's coming from the direction of the ballroom next to the stairs.
Away we go.
Okay.
Away
Well,
we
that's a
go.
big open area, so I'm
Away
happy.
we go. Away we go.
What do we see?
Away we go.
If you go close to the stairs, you see next to the elaborate paneling on the stairs, there are these scratches on the floor, kind of in a semicircle leading away from the stairs, but they're in the floor, like gouges.
That's suspicious.
They're
Secret
carrying
paneling.
someone out of here. They carried the groundskeeper out, maybe.
Or Mary.
It looks
Or
more
Mary.
as if like a door scraping on the floor being opened and closed often over many
So maybe
years.
there's a door over there? in
Or
that
maybe it's
location?
closed off now. There used to be a door, but now they
Is there
boarded
is
it
there
up.
a door underneath this a secret door behind
paneling.
this? Yeah.
Gonna do this.
Somebody, yeah. You know what? You're on to it, Sarah. Can you roll a brains check for me?
Yeah.
DC 6.
why do I keep doing that? There's an 8 where you just.
I'll roll.
There you
For
go.
your paneling.
I suck.
Wow!
I got a 7.
I've got the best brains, and I'm just not doing it.
So you all are like feeling against the paneling. Brian, you find something, and as you put a little bit of pressure on it, it clicks and swings open.
Oh.
Under the stairs, you see like a dirty cot. And in the wall, there's like some scratches, like tally marks, but also written all over the walls on every inch of it is I, Dana Bellgrave. All over the inside of the walls. In some place it says I, Dana Bellgrave, take thee, and the name is crossed out, but it's written all over everything. Every inch, the walls, scratched into the furniture.
So what happened
All
in her
over
room
everything.
then? Why was there a flood?
I don't know.
It sounds like they kept her like Harry Pottered her in this room.
Or Carrie.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very
They're all
cool.
gonna laugh at you.
Dirty pillows. But this doesn't necessarily mean that she died here. This isn't conclusive that she died here. She could have been
Yeah.
kept here.
It sounds like those were her cries, and so we heard her crying
Or
in this
she
room.
died here, but her body was moved, and that room was filled up to make it look like she killed herself instead of like starved and tortured in this little alcove.
But there would be record of her killing herself.
Yeah. Remember, she
She
eloped and they were
ran
never
away.
seen. Yeah.
That is very true.
Okay. Here's another one.
Oh, you're not gonna shock me anymore, Sam.
Yeah, not anymore.
I had to get through all my sounds.
Enough!
Enough of it. Where's that coming from?
That's coming from the attic.
We go back all the way out the attic. Oh my god, my ass is gonna look fire after this.
Getting in all the steps.
What do we see up in this attic?
Okay, so you
What's
guys get up
different?
to the attic.
What's different? This is where she's gonna confront us.
I like how paranoid you guys have gotten. Like, what's different? This is everything.
I
I
hate
wanted it
this
to be.
house.
Call out to Data. Call out to Elizabeth. Bitches.
All I had was a friendly like video game that was haunted, and here you have like this grotesque horror.
People died in that video game.
Yeah, a kid
Yeah, one
died.
boy.
A child died. At least these are adults. You sinful adults.
We had
So-
agents that were on a date at a bowling alley.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The other kids on fight game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, we
in
did
the
Kids on
prom.
Bikes game last year, where I was a child. Like, we played little children solving a mystery, and
Some
it
of
was
us.
whimsical Stranger Things fun. Anyway, so you guys come up here. You do notice something different, and it's this mirror over here, and it says, "I, Dana Bellgrave," in blood. And then the mirror just kind of like falls apart in
Shatters.
front of you, and all of the shards fall on the ground, but they fall down in a different order, and it spells something.
It's her name.
Different.
It's a lady's name.
I am Deborah Ganaville.
Dang it!
You bitches. You fucking bitches. Guess
The
what?
dumb Tom Riddle. I thought that was Sam's. That was you,
What-
Brian, this time.
I know, it's shocking.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, which one is Deborah?
Deborah's the person who gave you the tour.
We knew it.
You fucking knew it.
You ain't got shit! You ain't got shit, Sam!
And Victor was like, hey, does this spell out something different? And I'm like, taco. Anyway, so as you guys read that and make that revelation, behind you, you see, like, if you were to turn around, Deborah is just staring out the attic window in the direction of the pond.
Hi,
And
Deborah.
this kind of like glamour that she's had kind of falls away. And you recognize her as the girl in the portrait downstairs.
Deborah,
Bitch,
Dana.
Deborah, please.
for
Tell us
real.
what's going down, girl. I got plenty of footage.
Wait, what was her name? Deborah?
So it was Deborah Ganaville and Dana Bellgrave.
I am Dana Bellgrave.
And
Oh my
then-
god.
Oh my god.
No. No! Isn't like you swap the letters around, it's the same name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, well done.
So who killed you, Dana?
So you see the light of dawn start to kind of come in the attic windows just before dawn. It's getting a little bluer outside. And she looks at our PR representative and says, I'm sorry that I brought you here under false pretenses. There is no Ganaville Real Estate Corp. I wrote that letter. I couldn't let this house be built in my mother's memory. She was a monster. When the money started to run out because of my father's bad investments, she killed him and dumped his body in the coal chute. And then she removed me from society and kept me secluded, trying to groom me into what would someday be the perfect wife. She made me take pills. She withheld my meals. She controlled my entire sphere and education until I was then brought back out to society. I could hear during her parties that everybody thought that I had gone to the best tutors, and really I had been under those stairs not 10 feet away for years. And then my mother hired Casimir, a much older man, but he was very kind, and it didn't bother me that he was older or that he was disabled. He was the kindest man I've ever known. And when my mother arranged the marriage to me and the senator's son, what he told you was true. We had an arrangement. We knew it wasn't going to be a marriage of love, but that we would each entertain our own interests. And we were both happy and fine with that. But, you know, it would have made me much happier to be able to marry Casimir. So when he finally said, you know, let's leave here, let's go somewhere else, I realized I couldn't marry Danny. I had to run away. So I wrote him the note to meet me by the pond. And I left it for him in our secret place, but my mother found it. She didn't know who I was writing to, just that I planned to run away. And turns out Casimir never saw my note. My mother met me out there, and we argued, and in a fit of rage, she struck me and I fell in the water, and she held me under there until I didn't move anymore. And next thing I know, I was stuck in here. And then afterwards, my mother approached Danny's family with a solution to their problem. Basically, she came up with this story that I had ran away, and that would be a major scandal for his family because it would make it look like Danny did something, or, you know, that I was running away from him and not just marriage in general. So she said that she would pass the news on to Danny, with some money from my parents. And in exchange, their dirty little secret, their problem child could disappear from society and they could finally be rid of him. And it was like 2 birds, 1 stone, only when he got here, she fed him arsenic in his scotch instead. His bones are in a case in one of the closets downstairs. Casimir never knew what happened. He believed the story that I ran off with Danny, that I had had enough of my mother. He lived the rest of his life thinking that I had left him, that I was ashamed of him, and that I couldn't marry him. And until he was so old and so arthritic that he couldn't do it anymore, he cared for the roses, not knowing that my body was buried underneath them the entire time.
Oh,
Fucked up.
He never married.
so hard.
He never left the estate, just hoping that I would return. And it didn't matter that I kept trying to see him. I didn't know how to make contact with him, and I haven't seen him since.
Wow.
So how do we bring you to rest? Is that it?
The story about the house being turned into a charity hospital is true. But you have to get the authorities here. They have to know what happened here. All the proof is here. You have it. You have the motive. You have the bodies. If anyone can just shed some light on what it is that my mother did, I can't allow her to be canonized forever as some kind of big-hearted, charitable person. I mean, it goes to show how little regret she had that she's not even here. She's not haunting this place. She died peacefully in her bed at an old age with no regrets. And this just can't stand. So thank you for coming. I think that what you'll be able to do here will give me peace. Elias can finally rest. Danny can finally move on. And this house can just be a house again.
Wow.
Deborah, do you know how PR works these days, though? This is gonna be a media psycho circus. They're gonna turn this into an attraction instead.
You're muted.
Oh, Jesse, you're muted.
You're still
Okay.
muted.
Oh, dang. We need our PR expert!
Uh-huh. How are you gonna spin this?
Let's see. I think... Oh, no. Let's see. I'm gonna request a different mic. Oh, no.
No microphone.
Oh, that sucks. No? Maybe exit and enter back in? Or refresh? But yeah, we're gonna have to get eyes on this. Maybe we can get like a celebrity code deal.
As you guys are kind of talking this over and the light of dawn starts to come through the windows, you see Dana looking kind of at peace, knowing that, that she's put it in your hands. And as she fades away, you see a silhouette of a man in the golden sunlight reaching out to her. And her and the man disappear.
Oh, her Polish lover.
They did it.
Okay, well, hopefully they're going up to the afterlife.
Hopefully. All right, Jess, do you think your microphone is working?
All right.
You could try going into your settings too at the bottom and just changing your audio source. It could be that it's trying to do something weird.
Yeah, right now I'm requesting your iPad microphone.
But I don't know. Are they unlocking those doors? I want to get the hell out of here.
They will be soon.
Was that one of the sound effects?
Sarah, do you want to do me a favor? I mean, filming is wrapped. Do you want to check the footage?
Sure. Yeah, I'm so confident that I got all of this.
It's all missing.
Maybe, I don't know.
You check your camera and the playback isn't working.
Uh-oh.
You pop open the side and the SD card is gone.
You're fired.
What? No! No! No.
What about my
No.
equipment?
Your equipment doesn't record. It just is sensors.
Oh no, that is poor.
You're fired as well.
Dana! Come back!
Well,
Where's my
you're all
SD
fired.
card? Where's my SD card?
Well, so let's just exhume her grave underneath those roses, though.
Us?
No, we're gonna call someone to do that.
Yeah, we're
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll do the we'll get the Ganaville Real Estate Co to do it for us.
They're not real.
They're not real.
And with that,
You've just been trespassing all night. So the story's over. You guys called the authorities. Bodies were unearthed. The truth came out. However, there was no media circus. The Scott family is still very influential. They're a political dynasty in the state. And they did keep everything pretty hush-hush. That being said, the opening of this hospital moved forward, but with the truth out, it was no longer called the Elizabeth Bellgrave Charity Hospital, but the Dana Bellgrave Charity Hospital.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
The good still happens, while, you know, no one will ever really know publicly what Elizabeth did. Maybe it was enough to set the spirits to rest. At least there have been no new stories or accounts of any hauntings from any of the current residents at the hospital. As far as your jobs, they're fully intact. That episode was never going to air because no one ever paid them. So as far as the production company and the producers are concerned, they're chalking that one up to an L, and you're being sent on to your next case, should you decide to take it and not completely quit your jobs after this.
Oof.
Oh, now I'm totally into ghost hunting now.
So
No, I
that's
quit.
in the
Why are
that's in the
you-
haunting. That's in the haunting of Bellgrave Manor. Thank you for playing. This is fun.
all right, we're gonna take a quick break before we head on over to the Fistful of Flowers one shot. So empty your bladders and other orifices, and I'll see you
See
within
y'all
like
soon.
5 minutes.